This is Everyday Shenanigans, and this is Saturday Night Vibes. Thanks for joining me. Sorry I didn't get on last night. I wasn't feeling very well, kind of had a headache. Well, I had a big headache, actually. Talking to somebody, talking in circles. And then, of course, the issue upstairs, you know how that goes. And then I was trying to watch something on TV. I was just like, you know what? I can't do this. I got to lie down for a minute. And then I got back up and watched TV and tuned in to TG. Hello, TG. How you doing? Hope you're well. Very interesting. Live last night, Queen. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I'm going to say. But hope you're well. I'd like to say that I have a very sick friend in Virginia, Miss Mary. I'm praying for you. I'm praying that God shows you favor. Woo, it's the news that I did not want because of all the recent deaths that I've told you all about lately here in East Tennessee. I just don't want to hear any more bad news. So when I got the text from her in my DM that she was in a hospital, I was just sick. Hey, Nitra, how you doing? I was just like, Lord, please, just just hold on to Miss Mary, please, because I cannot take to hear no more bad news. And I want you all to pray for Miss Mary. I want you to pray for my friend Carmen and her family. She lost her father last week. I want you to pray for my neighbor's family who passed away and for the Anderson Stewart family. A very kind man passed away as well. Um, that is the 411 right now in Tennessee. What I want to talk to you guys about is nothing pertaining to any stories that I've just talked about this past week. So I don't want to talk about any more um, death because we've talked about that enough the past week with the stories I brought you. What I want to do is update you all on this on the little Datesite shenanigans, honey. I wanted to get on so bad last night, but I was just like, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling well, so I will resume with you guys today. Well, I didn't hear from Mr. Professional. We have yet to hear from Mr. Uh, let's just call him Mr. Washington D.C. Okay, we haven't heard from Mr. Washington D.C. Okay, thank you, Nitra. Thank you, Nitra. We haven't heard from Mr. Washington D.C., Mr. Professional. Uh, I am speaking to someone right now that I can't say that I'm actually interested in. I'm just going to be honest. Mr. Foreigner. He is from abroad. He lives here in the States. He lives in Maryland. I can't say that I'm interested. Of course, he's all enamored and, all in my peripheral in the video chat. Just, he's zooming in like he could touch me through the screen. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him, but right now I'm not feeling anybody. Only because how it starts out. It always starts out with the chit chat. It always starts out with the flattery. And then, honey, by day two, you don't hear anything. They don't answer the phone. They don't return text. So it's like, you know what? I can no longer just immerse myself even in the conversation. And frankly, to be truthful, I can't understand a word that he's saying. I'm sorry. Him and no have a good English. I'm sorry. Him and no have a no good English. So last night, this was the person I was conversing with. I got a literal headache between trying to decipher his English and listening to the two grazing pigs above me, cows with the stomping. And then I was trying to listen to a YouTube video. My head was spinning. And I was like, you know what? I got to lie down because there's too much going on inside my brain. I can't function right now. So I was just like, I don't have time for this. But he doesn't really have his life together because he is new to the country. I'm just going to keep it 100. I told you all I reveal to you what I feel like revealing. And I'll go on and put that out there because it doesn't matter. You don't know him. I don't know him. I didn't give a government name. So it doesn't matter. I can't really see that going anywhere either. Then there was the young one from Nashville. Oh, let's go there. I think I'll take a sip on that one. Nitra, I was having a bad night. I'm telling you the truth. I felt horrible. I felt horrible last night. Then there was the young one from Nashville, the workaholic, seems so enamored and, oh, I like older women, blah, blah, blah. The queen ain't crazy. So I indulged him for a day or two in talking, but it seems like I was doing the calling because he naturally slept most of the day because he worked early afternoon till the wee hour. So I haven't heard anything from him. Now, today is Saturday night. I haven't heard a conversation today, not a phone call, not a text. He didn't call or text yesterday. The last conversation was Thursday night when I called him and he was saying, well, I'm trying to, do what I'm doing and then I'll call you back. Naturally, he never called back Thursday night because he was supposed to call me when he got to work, which would have been 2 o'clock. So never called at 2, never called anytime after 2. Here's the queen calling just to say hello. Oh, I'm going to call you right back. I'm going to call you. Never call back. So that's Thursday. Yeah, you following the days because we're on Saturday. So, hello, Joelle. How are you, Miss Jackson? So we don't hear anything today. We didn't hear anything Friday. We didn't hear anything Thursday, except for the queen calling and saying hello. He never called back on Wednesday evening. So guess what? Queen done. Are you all following me? Thanks for the 6 in the room. Thanks for the 5s up. The 5 thumbs up. Thank you all so much. And thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. I forgot to say that to you guys. Thanks for everything. I'm so right, Nitra Nix. Well, first of all, he's too young. I'm not going to give his number, but know that it's young, and I'm old enough to be his mother had I had a child in my late teens. So you all can count the numbers if you choose to. Sickening to me. Then there's, excuse my French, I'm going to call him the badass yellow boy. Tall, nice-looking, light-skinned gentleman out of Nashville, Tennessee as well. Oh, honey. Now, this is the one the whole video should be about. I don't even know where to start with this one. So, he and I have not communicated in a couple of weeks because he's the one I told you all about that mother has COVID or had COVID. And she lives in Mississippi, allegedly. And obviously, he couldn't call a queen back to say hello, goodbye. I'm coming to see you tomorrow. I'm not coming to see you tomorrow. So, as I told you all, I blocked him on a Friday night. He was supposed to come see me on that Saturday from Nashville. So, naturally, if you're not calling back, Vincent Varner Chatham, accent. He's foreign. He's a foreigner. Vincent, you're throwing me off now. So, block him. He calls. Vincent, if you're not going to stay on page now, I can't break up my conversation, try to answer your questions too. This is why I don't like doing the live, see, because y'all try to ask me questions. It's a guy, baby. It's a guy who I met who's a foreigner. But I'm not talking about him right now. I've already talked about him already. Badass yellow boy lives in Nashville. Allegedly grown. Allegedly interested. But I don't think he's interested because, as I told you all, weeks ago we were supposed to meet up. He never called back on that Friday afternoon, evening to just say, yeah, hello, goodbye, whatever. He just never called, answered the phone. So I blocked him. I unblocked him a couple of days later. He texts a week after I unblocked him to tell me, hey, which is like, hey, who? Hey, what? So I reply, you've got to be kidding me. So we engage in a conversation. He basically lets me know his mother had COVID, He was worried about her. But like I told him, you could have easily called me, text me. You have my number, and you also had a way to reach me on the Datesite. So at any point, you could have called to say, yes, they are, Nitra, playing games with the queen. You could have easily just said, okay, she blocked me. I'm gonna message her on the Datesite or call her on the Datesite. On the Datesite that I'm on, you can video chat. So he had the option to text or video chat via the site and or try to call my number once it was unblocked. So you could have told me all this about your mother having COVID. You're worried. You don't feel like talking to nobody. You don't want to be bothered. I get that if that is the truth. But we don't know what's the truth, right? Because we don't know him. So now he decides to message me the late part of this week to say to me, on the date site. Hey, how you doing? I understand if you don't want to respond, but I will make it worth your while. I'll make it up to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm like, okay, you the same guy that stopped messaging me and fell off. Okay, well here's my number. I messaged my number only because I thought perhaps he deleted my number because I deleted his. Because that's how the queen rolls. Once I don't hear from you, we don't talk. Your number does not stay in that phone unless I just zoned out and forgot to delete it. So I sent my number through the date site. This Negro gonna then message back about me texting him. Talking about call him. No, he said text me. So I thought, okay, here goes the game. Now I just texted you back a response. Here's my number. Then you're gonna text back and tell me to text you. He said, I texted you, and the person says I got the wrong number. Excuse me. So then I said to him, well, why would I give you my number if I was then going to have you text me or call me and then reply wrong number? I'm too old for those type of games, okay? I'm not going to give somebody my number, or as we call it, like Christmas time, regifting. I'm not going to regift my number. Nitra, I need a new life, period. The date site is, baby, Queen just needs to be up somewhere in an airplane flying around. I'm just going to keep it real. I just need a whole new everything. Not just no date site. Queen needs a new location. Queen needs a new life. Queen needs OUT out. I'm just going to keep it real. But anyway, why in the world I'm going to send you my number. You text back saying, oh, I texted that number and the person said you have the wrong number. And I reply, why would I give you my number and then tell you it's the wrong number? That makes no sense. Now, I'm not saying another female wouldn't play games with him because maybe she was offended by his behavior and thought, okay, I'm going to play a little game with this Negro. Since he want to now jump on and message me all of a month later, I'm going to play tag with him. Well, see, Queen not going to play tag with you because you've already bored me with this my mama got COVID business. When there's people out here who really have COVID, there's really people out here who have died from COVID. So I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. And I'm not one to call him a liar, but let's just keep it real. I don't know him. So I can't say what is the truth and what is not the truth. I cannot say. So when he replies, text me on the date site, that was yesterday. It is now Saturday night. Queen is not texting anybody. I am not calling because guess what? I don't have your number. Now, the number may still be in the memory of the Duo app, but I'm not going in there fetching or searching. Do you feel what I'm saying? And I'm not going on the date site to ask you what's your number because I think that's what the game is. He wants to see if I still have his number, so he's going to say, text me. Y'all see where I'm going? Negro, you the one that fell off because your mama is or was sick. Now you want to play phone tag on the date site saying I messaged you that it's the wrong number. And I tell you, no, that wasn't me. You messaged somebody else. And yet now you're telling me, thank you, Video Chimp. Thank you. Yes, the Queen tried to look nice tonight. The Queen tried to look nice for you viewers. You all been so good to a Queen. I thought that's the least I could do. And I needed to fix myself up anyway because, honey, I was feeling some type of way yesterday. Honey, I was feeling like Miss Sophia and Miss Celia all wrapped into one last night. I was feeling just crummy and sick. My head, I actually was feeling nauseous from all this noise and buffoonery on the phone. I was just like, you know what? Queen need an airplane. I'm keeping it real. Queen needs an actual airplane to pull up on the roadway and let me jump on and get on somewhere. Because I just want to zone out. I don't want to see nobody I know of. I don't want to hear from people I know of. I want to be somewhere else where I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. You don't know anything about me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be somewhere else. I want to see and hear something else. And right now I'm frustrated because of some personal things I'm going through. This phone tagging with these Negroes calling my phone, playing games on the phone. jumping back on the date site, like they so enamored and oh well, how you doing? Hey is for children. You don't hey me. You do not hey me. What you say to me is, hello, Miss Lady, how are you doing today? Hope you are well. Hope everything's going okay with your situation you discussed with me. That's how you talk to a grown woman. Then you say, Miss Lady, if you have the time, can I please call you on the phone? And then you wait for me to respond if I want to talk to you or not. That's how you get in the good graces of someone who you've had a disagreement with. You just don't jump on acting like, everything's all good. Oh, hey, you talking to me like we 16 years old. I'm 49 years old. You're supposed to say, something to the effect, hey, I'm genuinely sorry for what happened. I did not mean to fall off, ghost you, whatever. So if you would give me the chance, I would like to speak to you. But see, these are the children games that these men play. You text a woman 2-3 weeks after talking to her and ghosting her. Then you jump back on another 2-3 weeks and say, hey, I'm not a child. So maybe he need to send those text messages to them 2 chaps he got. I said it. I said it because this is sickening to me. This is sickening to me. And last night, I was just in a bad place. I was what was sad was I was really in a good mood yesterday. And I was zoned out yesterday trying to watch my little YouTube, TV shows on YouTube. And then, like I said, the person I was talking to couldn't understand what I was saying. I couldn't understand what he was saying. And then, like I said, the people upstairs just banging stuff around. I was just like, Lord have mercy. What the hell is going on today? Everybody needs to sit down somewhere. And I just didn't want to be bothered and talk to nobody about nothing. Shirley Ball, how are you? Thank you, baby. Thank you. Shirley, I hope you're well. You told me you had not been feeling well in the comment section. I'm praying for you as well. But that's all my little vents about today. Dang. Why you want me to chase you? I mean, let's just think about that for a minute. You fell off. You ghosted me. And I'm trying not to use profanity or any derogatory names for my race because y'all know what word I'm talking about. You ghosted the queen and now you're jumping on like I owe you something. You telling me to text you. Text me. Oh. Okay. You still waiting on that text? Is you waiting? Negro, is you waiting? Because the queen is not texting you. I meant that. I said, I'm sick of this mess with these black men. You don't order me around because one, I'm not in your favor and you're not in mine. And the appropriate thing to do when you have fell off with somebody, if you're going to try to reach out to them and it's a woman and you're interested, so you say the appropriate thing is to start off by saying, hello, how are you doing? I hope you are well. I hope everything is going well for you. I apologize once again for not following through and standing you up. How about throwing that in there? And team, when would be the appropriate time that I could talk to the queen? That's what you're supposed to say. You don't hate me like we're 14, 15 years old. Nitra, you right, being courteous. You right, especially if you realize, okay, I ghosted this lady. She, she's a nice looking lady. She, we had a good conversation when I talked to her. Okay, she's not calling. And I think that's really what he realized. Okay, this queen not calling me. She's not calling me on the phone. She's not texting me. She's not blowing up my number. She's not messaging me on the Datesite. That queen that went on. Well, of course I went on. What other option did I have? You fell off. And I'm not going to chase you, dude. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care about them nice pictures you just uploaded to the Datesite, because I must say, he uploaded some nice little pictures, baby. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. And I know why he did it. I guess he said, oh, I'm going to show her or whomever. I got it going on. Well, I got it going on, too. Mm-hmm. We both looking good. How about that? We both looking good. I'm telling you, I never thought in all my life at 49 I would be going through what I'm going through trying to meet a man. I never thought that you can't have a conversation, you can't ask them questions, you can't talk about yourself. You get these narcissistic Negroes with such a high attitude, talk about foolishness, always wanting to talk about sex in the conversation, always want to talk about what they like done to them sexually, what they prefer, how they want her to look, how they want her shaped, what they expect her to do in the kitchen, what they expect her to do in the bedroom. I'm keeping it real with you all because it's to me it's buffoonery and it's ignorant. Because when you first meet a person, be it by phone, video chat, in public, whatever, there's a way of conducting yourself and how to talk and represent yourself. You want to represent yourself as the best self you have. Hell, even if you're a liar. Yes, Nietzsche, times have changed. Excuse me. Times have changed. You know, my thing is, any of us can indulge somebody in play talk, being a little facetious, being a little, being a little, excuse me, not facetious, but be a little fly or be sexual in the conversation. But my thing is, once you start that, that is what the other party will expect from you. And that's just common sense. And when you decide that you want to talk to that person about something serious, you want to talk about that something that is relevant, something of substance, you're not going to get that reciprocated. See, what you're going to get is the, oh, you look so pretty. Oh, I wish I was there. Oh, I bet you smell good. Oh, I just want to kiss on your neck. I just want to rub your arm. And then I don't have to finish the rest. You know the rest. I could chew my paw off. Do you hear me? I could chew my paw off. I'm just done with everything right now. I'm just tired of chatting with strangers. I'm tired of them sending me messages. I could barely get on right now for the ting, 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 message after message tonight. It's almost as if they know, she got something she got to do. So let me call her. Everybody named mama calling the queen, sending messages through the Datesite. You're not talking about nothing. And I hate to be rude and nasty, but that's how I feel right now. That these men just are bored. They're scrolling through the photos. Some are reading the profile, some are not. And they're just bored. I honestly think it's just a game. Let me see if I can get her to respond. Let me see if I can get a queen to respond that's really not on my level. And when I mean that, he knows I'm not on his level. Yeah, I'm saying I'm tooting my own horn. He knows that I'm probably somebody that wouldn't be interested in his dusty tail. So he'll go on and send a message. But a lot of times I will reply just to be polite because I hate to be mean. But then I tell myself, you really shouldn't respond to people if you're not even digging their photos. You're not digging the profile pics because a lot of these men, they have some salacious pics. First of all, why are you a grown man throwing up a bird? That's one thing I meant to tell you all a week ago that I don't like about grown men and women as well. If I see you throwing up a middle finger in a photo, I don't care if it's Instagram, Facebook, Datesite. What I'm thinking is, what is wrong with you? You too old for that. You want a woman, but you're gonna throw up a middle finger in your photograph, or as y'all say in the street, pics, street slang. So, what type of woman you think you're gonna get with you throwing up your middle finger? I'll wait. I'll let you all answer that. I'm just saying. What type of woman you about to get throwing up your middle finger? What is the problem with these men out here? Why do you have these nasty memes up of people performing sexual acts or animated cartoon characters? Well, they look like humans, but you all get what I'm saying. Everything is so sexually oriented. It's like nobody wants to talk to you and be themselves. But I guess in the end, they are. This is themselves. This is who they are, and so you either like it or love it. Go figure. But that's where I'm at right now, you guys. I'm just over it. I'm over the communicating. I'm over the messaging. I'm so tired of talking and chatting with people who don't want anything. And even when you meet them, they don't actually really favor the photo, if I can say that. Some of them, I just, I'm done. The queen is done. That's all I can say. You all are welcome to bring up anything you'd like to talk about, anything you want to um, talk about this evening. This is Saturday Night Vibes. Thanks for joining me. This is what I'll probably do on Saturdays. We'll just kick in and talk about various topics, nothing serious on Saturday nights. What you say, baby? Let me read that comment again. I get it. You're discouraged. I remember when I threw in the towel, I met my now husband. I told God I'll stay single, but help me be content. Well, it's very hard when you have gotten to a place where you are frustrated and you're older. I'm not a young girl anymore. I'm not a young woman. I am middle aged now. And even having to say that is disturbing. I am not a young person anymore. Okay, I have to think about longevity. I have to think about health. I have to think about what is actually out here in the street. So when I talk to these men and try to converse with them, and I realize they're not talking about anything. The first thing is always, hey, how you doing? Pretty pics, you're beautiful, you smile, all of those type of shenanigans. And then next thing you know is, can I get your number? Damn, don't you want to ask me, where do I live? Am I living in the location that's on the profile? What do I do? What do I like to do? What are my hobbies? Do I have children? They don't ask you pertinent stuff. They always want, most of them, they want a number. How can you want my phone number when we haven't even had a conversation? That is the purpose of the date site. And that's what kills me about these heathens. They get an attitude if you say, well, I'd like to learn something about you first before giving out my phone number. And then it's like, I don't want to talk on here. I don't really be on the site much. I just log on. Okay, that makes no sense. So you're telling me you put up a profile on a date site, but you don't have notifications turned on for when you get a response to your texting another woman or any other apps you have on your phone. You don't have your notifications on. I'll wait. Why is it always I log out of here? I don't be on the site often. Well, if you don't be on the site often, why the hell you got a profile up? Because that makes no sense. That makes no sense to have a profile, but then say, I don't be on the site much. I don't be on the site often. So I need your telephone number. Why you need my telephone number? All you said was hello. How you doing, beautiful? I reply, thank you. And then you say what you doing, or why you on here, and I answer, did I ask you, well, what are you looking for? And then next thing you know, can I get your number? Well, damn. That's the extent of the conversation. And see, the reason why I tell you, ladies, men as well, why you should engage on the site is because, one, that is the tool that's been given to you to talk. Two, you need to ask pertinent questions so you can see if this person is conducive to how you maneuver as a human being. If you're looking for a certain type, if you want a guy or woman that don't got children, school-age children, don't you think you should ask that on the site before giving out your telephone number? Don't you think you should ask he or she where they live? Do they live alone? Do they drive? Do they have roommates? Do they have adult children living with them? Are they taking care of small children? Those are the things you should want to ask a person before giving out your number. You give out your number, Johnny on the spot, And as soon as you start talking, well, where do you live? Oh, you live over that side of town. Okay, how's the city? How you like it? Okay, who do you stay with? And then he says, oh, my mama, my auntie. I got a roommate. I just moved out. I'm with my cousin right now. I stay with my sister. I'm staying in the basement. You see where I'm going? Now you sitting here feeling some type of way. You done gave your phone number out to a grown ass man who don't have his own place. And now you're trying to figure out a way how you can ease up out this conversation because he done hoodwink and bamboozled you and giving him that telephone number, and he's not up to par, as my dead daddy would say. Because my daddy loved that saying. It ain't up to par. And a lot of people are not. That's why they rush to get your telephone number. So they can try to soothe you over on the negatives, such as living with a family member, child, incarcerated, halfway house. Yeah, I said it. And we're not going to even talk about the ones incarcerated. That's a whole nother day. That's a whole nother day. That's a whole nother day. One photo. I always tell women, beware of the one photo guy. I always look at the background. If the wall is made of concrete and it's white, he locked up. Mm-hmm. You see a bunk bed. You see a bunk bed in the photograph, him locked up. And you know if he posing with a do-rag on, him locked up. I'm just saying. I'm done. I'm done. I'm serious. I'm done with it all. I've just had all I can take. I can't take it. Video tip. You have a very interesting username. When I first saw you comment, Video Chimp, I didn't know if you were a male or a female. I was wondering. Now I know. Hello to you. Thanks for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. I have 13 in the room and 10 thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carmen, I hope you're watching, tuning in, listening to the shenanigans. I thought, you know what, I'm going to lighten the load this weekend. I'm not going to talk about anything horrible. I should change it. I'm a female, 55 years old. Well, you know, people are going to wonder with that username if it's a guy, especially with having the chimp on it, you know. But I don't know. Are you telling us you like monkeys? I'm just asking. I'm just curious. But I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm feeling pretty good today. I told the Lord I'm going to give it up. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to let him roll with whatever. I said I'm not going to let nothing have me negative today. And I got up, turning on my jazz music, took my shower late, and put me some good clothes on, and rested, and did the Queen. And I said, you know, the devil can't have it all. And you can use all the foot soldiers you want to try to disturb my peace of mind today, but them demons will not win. And as you see, the Queen is up and running, painted face, fully clothed, above dirt, and feeling really, really fine and dandy. Amen. I'm feeling good. You all tell me what's going on out there. Tell me what y'all got to talk about. Tell me something. Give me some good news because I need to hear something good because I'm tired of talking about this craziness. I bring you all crazy stories. I was going to talk about something last night, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to, because, you know, like I told you, I wasn't feeling good. So I said, if I jump on Saturday, it's just going to be free fall. Y'all talk about whatever you want to bring up, whatever. We won't be talking about nothing horrific, you know, all the foolishness and mayhem that's going on in the world. But I do want to talk to you all about something I just read about the state of California. They are getting ready to have a shutdown as of 12:59 p.m. tomorrow night. They are shutting down California, the valley or whatever, because of the uptick of COVID. It has also been stated that here in Tennessee, the governor has issued the National Guard to come in to aid hospitals and clinics due to the COVID crisis. So as you see, it's serious business right now with COVID. So this is why they don't want you gathering, hanging out, going places. because people are getting sick and people are dying. Some of you still don't believe that COVID is here. I mean, it's up to you how you want to maneuver. If you don't believe COVID is real, that is your choice, but you don't have the right to infringe your coughing, hacking, talking on somebody else. And I'm just keeping it 100. And right now, California will be closing down, and it's hair salons, barbershops, places that will aid to your personal care. So if you get your nails done in California, you best to get your tail up real early tomorrow and try to find you somewhere to get your toes and your nails done and get your hair cut at the local barber if they're open. And if your barber is not open, I guess you're going to have to find one of them $14.95 haircut places like Great Clips or Supercuts. I'm just saying. Because I patronize Great Clips. I sure do. I done told y'all about that. I do let the white stylist cut my hair. I will perm and color my own hair. So if it falls out, it's on the queen. It's not on nobody else. But just letting you all know that California is shutting down at 12:59 p.m. Sunday. So we are back to where we were in March for certain places in America. I don't know what's going to happen here in Tennessee, but as you see, it's not looking good. The fact that the governor wants to call in the National Guard to aid in hospitals and clinics, those who are certified in nursing and medical care. 14 in the room. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, I'm 36 minutes in. Come on. Talk to the queen. Tell me something good. Yeah, I had me a little short drink. It was left over in the refrigerator from this late morning when I was up watching. I was watching TG. I'm going to tell it. TG. Girl, oh, you had my eyebrows burning late this morning. Watching you late and watching some other people that I refuse to name because I like to, go to the source and hear what they're talking about. I'm going to say this. And I've said this before. Some of you all are so invested in this social media, you just don't know what to do with yourself. I'm serious. Some of you all are so invested in talking on that Facebook and I'm just like, what's wrong? YouTube, battling with folks, arguing with folks, talking bad. What is it? I'm just trying to figure out what is the problem. Because I feel like there's enough going on out here, in the streets with people that we know of. So once you get to the point of bickering and bantering with strangers on commenters or other tubers, it's too much. And that's my opinion right now. Like I tell you all, I watch other YouTubers, I listen to some videos, and once I'm done listening to them, I check out, and I check out mentally. I'm not trying to carry nothing that he or she was talking about on their channel up here to where I feel like I need to go back in, say something about them on their page, channel, and on my own. Okay, say it, Queen, role play. I'm just keeping it real. Just some of the stuff I watched last night, he said and she said, and it was stuff I was watching on some other channels. It was just weird to me, just this person talking about who said what and why they mad at this person and why I'm glad they cleaned this up and I'm glad they did this and people really don't know what was going on with her and she was trying to do right and it's all lies. And I was just sitting here listening to myself saying, how does it get to this point that you have immersed yourself in other people's shenanigans on the channel to where now you're defending them on your channel? And then when people come on, this is what some of you all don't understand. People come on your channel and you talking about all type of other crazy stuff going on another channel The people are lost because what you don't understand is that a lot of people do not patronize YouTube like it's NBC and ABC. Yeah, the Queen keeping it real. They not on it like that. They not on here like it's Netflix. They might just be scrolling through the queue and be like, let me see what they're talking about over here. Because I do it all the time. And you have to think about that with newcomers. They don't know, hello, Dot, how are you doing? They don't know what you're talking about. And you get to talking about all this old crazy stuff going on some other channel over here, way over here in Iraq. The folks watching are like, what are they talking about? Who is she talking about? Who is he talking about? And then now they got to go scroll over to another channel to try to figure out who you talking about and get immersed in that. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Now, as I state, I'm guilty of giving somebody the whip a week ago that was in my business and disrespecting my channel. I felt like I had every right to do that. Was it appropriate behavior? I felt like I shouldn't have to have done that because I'm trying to represent myself as a lady. I shoot straight from the hip with you guys. I can be professional, but I also can be lax and kid around. You know what I'm saying? Because as I tell people, there's a time and a place for everything. But no one should ever have to get ignorant and belligerent to put somebody in their place, period. Doesn't matter if it's on YouTube, if it's out here behind closed doors. You should never have to curse and talk crazy to somebody because I feel like there's a way of talking to people. There's a way of handling business. But I also know that some of you out here, you're so ignorant. Folks got to elevate and get ignorant with you because you don't know anything else but that. Because that's what you bring to the table. So obviously that's what you want. Because, you know, as I say, I'm going to give you what you want. If you want me to be a buffoon with you, I can be a buffoon. And naturally, it's my choice. But I prefer not to. So I feel like this. If I stay out of harm's way, which I try to do, I feel maybe I won't have to have those type of issues. But as I say, the devil will send his foot soldiers to you because that's his job. And that's what I realized with that thing a week ago. And you got people like that. They're miserable. They're bitter. They're looking for people to rival with, argue and bicker. And it's sad to me. It is sad to me that we as people want to get on a platform and argue with people we don't know and bicker with people we don't know. Scheme and scam people we don't know. You should know that's going to come back to you 7 times fold. That's just common sense. You're going to get just what you put out. So if you out here trying to scheme and scam folks, you're going to get that back. You out here bickering and stirring up stuff with complete strangers you don't know, you're going to get that back. That's just common sense. And there are people out here who are not well equipped to handle stress. That's why you have people in wheelchairs, comas, and 6 feet under. Because somebody decides to say, you know what? I'm not going to play with you. I'm going to pop you in your dome and leave you where you stand. That's it. So this is why I tell you, you need to be careful fooling with folks. And I'm seeing a lot of crazy people out here. And I'm keeping it real. I'm telling you. After watching YouTube last night, different stuff. Hey, Gene, how you doing? Every day, just picking and going from place to place, channel to channel, stirring up trouble with folks, stirring up controversy. Why you want to do that? Understand, like I said, we're all entitled to our opinion. We don't like something. You feel like, well, I'm grown. I can say what I want to say. You right. You grown. But when you, as I'm going to call it, table hopping, you might need to reassess some things and say, you know what? Maybe it's best I just keep my mouth closed. I'm not going to say nothing about Pookie, Ray Ray, whatever. I'm just going to be quiet because I don't want to rock the boat. Because see, once you repeat something, you can't take it back. And then you got eyewitnesses. You commenting on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Can't take it back. There's hundreds and thousands of people watching what you're saying. And some of you use your actual government name as on your user, on your username. And then they go to Facebook to see if they can find you under your username. And there you are with your picture and your open Facebook page and Instagram page. And there you have people now deciding to jump on your timeline, giving you the 411 about you. So now you've been tracked. Ain't I done told y'all about that? All that walkie-talkie stuff. You need to be careful about what you're saying on here. Y'all using y'all real names, usernames for YouTube. They will find you. He said, just said the same thing. Why y'all having an argument? Because people are commenting, baby, about other YouTubers, other commenters, and that's what happens. People start talking what I just said, and before you know it, somebody gets offended. Now somebody calling your name out. Now you respond, and it doesn't stop. Now somebody just decides, well, I'm just gonna make a whole YouTube video about why I don't like Pookie. And here we go. I ain't worried about none of y'all. I'm just keeping it real. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to better myself. I don't have time to be arguing with the commenters. I don't have time to be arguing with another YouTuber. As this one dude I watch, every blue moon I watch one of his videos, he starts off. And then to some people he may appear rude. It's up to your perception. But he'll say, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can turn me off. And I ain't lying. He tells it in the beginning. You don't like it, I don't care. So there you have it. He telling you from the beginning. You don't like what I'm saying, I don't care. You can like the video, you don't like it. Go jump somewhere else. Everything's about the delivery. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I think we as people have gotten beside ourselves. We are acting like clowns out here, and it is time for it to stop before you end up hurt. Because you putting out this negative energy to be bickering and talking crazy, you asking for trouble. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're doing this as a commenter, YouTuber, blogger, whatever word you want to use, you do that in your real life. That's who you are. You like turmoil. You like buffoonery. You like bickering with folks, going ham on folks, cussing folks out, tripping, flipping. Like I said, we are all flawed. We all can be pushed. But if you can come out the gate cussing out folks for no reason, tripping on folks for no reason, there's something wrong with you and you need to get you some help. Because you're going to meet the wrong one. Or as some would say in the street, the right one. And you're going to be a YouTube video. Because somebody's going to make a video about you and a Facebook post about, you know, such and such on 15th Street. They shot her. Why? She was running her mouth. She was talking crazy to folks. Somebody just went and popped her. Let me tell you what I read today. And I know one of you going to go Google it. And I hope you do because I don't know what is going on with this story. And I said I wasn't going to talk about anything horrific today in this live. But I'm going to go on and throw it out there. And then I'll bring you an update when I get the said information. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be some information about the story. On Thursday night, a Caucasian woman was on her way to work in Nashville, Tennessee. She is or was, God rest her soul, she was a nurse at a local hospital. Why this lady driving down the interstate minding her business and gets her SUV shot up to where she wrecks her truck, her SUV. It is still running when the authorities pull up on her car and she dies at the scene on the interstate. Now you tell me what the hell is going on. Why, whomever you are, you shot up that woman's car. Was this random? Or was somebody mad at her? Had somebody followed her? No, you said, no, I'm not. Thanks for the prayers. Okay, baby, anytime, Shirley. Shirley, you got to holler at me. Let me know what's going on with you, baby. Shot that lady's car up. They say her car was bullet holes. And when you open up the app, open up the article, you'll see a said photograph of the SUV on the side of the highway, and it's shot up, and that woman died at the scene. You see, this is what I'm saying about people. People are vengeful out here, and frankly, they don't need a reason to kill you. They don't need a reason to harm you. Because you see, You have people who don't have anything to live for. So they don't mind riding down the interstate, shooting your car up. You didn't have to cut them off. You didn't have to veer into their lane. You see what I'm saying? You didn't have to have an altercation with them at your job or your neighbor. It could just be somebody woke up Thursday and said, you know what? I'm going to go on the interstate and I'm going to gun down whomever I choose to. Because right now, when you see this article, you're saying to yourself, well, what happened? What'd she do? What did she do to somebody for them to shoot her car up? Do you see what I'm saying? And we know in life that even if you're the worst of man or woman, there will always be somebody who will speak highly of you. There will always be somebody who rallied behind you. There will always be somebody who thinks of you in a good light. But then there'll be some other people who may say, no, he wasn't all that. She wasn't all that. They had this. They did this. See, everything's about perception. Because you see that happens a lot with people when they pass away. You'll hear nice things about them, and then sometimes you'll hear not so nice things about them. And a lot of times, we as people will rally behind people who we know are foul and rank. Just saying. I'm not saying this has anything to do with her. I'm just speaking in general terms. That we as people, we can be jaded in our perception and our likeness for others. That we know a lot of people are foul and rank, but we would say, well, I like them anyway. I like her anyway. That's my mama. That's my sister. That's my cousin. That's my husband. I know he a dog, but I love him. I know she foul, but I love her. You understand what I'm saying? That's my friend. Don't matter. Don't say nothing about her. I'm just saying, as quick as you like somebody else out there don't like them. And I don't know what happened with this lady. I don't know if this is a random shooting. If she had an issue with somebody. Is it a disturbed boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, jilted lover? I have no information to give you. But what I'm saying is somebody deliberately shot that lady's car up. Because once you shoot more than once, you can't say, oh, it was an accident. He or she was aiming at somebody else. And it's sad that now somebody has to bury this woman. And we all are going to be sitting on the outside wondering what happened and why did this happen to her. This is sad to me. And this is sad like the other stories I brought you this week. And I don't want to really go into those because I want to keep this light. But we live in turbulent times. So that's why I pray for all of you that you'll keep your temperament, you'll keep an even disposition about yourself, that you don't end up out here locked up because somebody provoked you, or be on the receiving end of somebody mentally cruel that want to snuff you out, because you have sick people out here. This is why I keep saying about social media. You have to be very careful how you talk and how you carry yourself, because people will get perturbed by the simplest of a comment. People will go off. I know. I've read some of my comments, and I can tell some of these people out here ain't well. They not well at all. They are a ticking time bomb. They're a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. And I don't think it would matter what I said, the source I bring, if I never gave a commentary. You just have some people who are not mentally stable. This is why I keep telling you all, please be careful of what you say on social media, how you talk, because you have people who will hunt you down, honey. There are some sick folks out here. Now, 15 in the room. Thank you very kindly. 13 hands up. Thumbs up, rather. Talk to me. The queen that preached enough. Y'all talk to me now. Tell me what's going on. Tell me some good news. I'm slow drinking because I haven't had no dinner yet. I decided to jump on here and talk to you guys while it was early, because I said, this evening I want to spend time with myself and enjoy my own company, honey. Because I'm going to zone out. I'm going to fix me something to eat. then I'm going to turn on this TV and find me something to watch, Dateline or something. She said, you have a gift, so real and funny. Thank you, Video Chimp. I've heard that about myself, that I'm very funny. I tell the most interesting stories. I do have interesting stories. That's from living 49 years, fooling with a lot of just buffoonery. I swear. That's why I tell y'all, if I was to really tell y'all some stuff I hear and see every day, you'd be like, Lord have mercy, Queen, you sure need an airplane. You need an airplane and a jet to get away. Oh my goodness. I will admit I encounter some crazy people, but I'm just praying that God keeps me in his favor and keep me sane. Cause I'm right now, my hey baby, how you doing, Miss T? How you doing? Good to see you. Some days I'm up, I'm feeling good, and then it takes one little thing to set me off, and then I'm just like, you know what? I just be ready to go off. And I hate saying that because you have to be, like I said, you have to be careful what you say. I just want to just cuss folks out. I'm saying it. I just want to go off. Give me a break. Hell, leave me alone. I'm not bothering you. But like I said, I know that God is watching. He's taking account too. And then I also know the devil is using people as foot soldiers to wreak havoc. I mean, that's just the devil's job. He's feeling good. As long as he can get you upset and riled up over nothing, something petty, something ill, he's happy. Why not? Oh, look at her. She mad. She's so mad. Look at her. Look at her about to blow a top. He is thrilled to death. And we can't give him that. And I want y'all to know that. Don't give it to him. Whatever you do, don't give it to him. He got enough workers. He don't need no more. I don't have no plans this weekend. I don't never have no I don't never have no plans. What I want is a nice gentleman to date. I'm sick of this mess now. I want to go out. I want to go somewhere. I want somebody to know, and be like, hey, sorry about that. I know it, Miss T. Buffering for anyone else. Yes, Video Champ. I'm telling you, something is crazy about this phone. Every time, I don't know why, it seems like every time I get on, it wants to buffer. And then what it said this time was what it said the last time. App not responding, wait, close app, whatever, send a feedback. And it's like, why every time I go live, the app decides it doesn't want to respond? So I let it do its own thing, finally go out, go back into YouTube, press the button that says resume. It's like, yes, because I don't want it to look crazy. But what I will say, what I saw it do that the other day, it didn't have like a big pause in the video, which was good. Because I didn't want people just be sitting there wondering, like, what happened? Because I didn't know how it was going to look, once, when you watch the video. But it went right back into me talking or whatever. So sorry about that. I guess YouTube says, okay, you've been on a whole hour. That's enough. Well, you go sit down somewhere. Thank you. 12. 3 fell off. Dang. Now, 1 fought, 1 jumped back on. 13 in the house. 16 thumbs up. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for you all tuning in. And I want you all to pray for my friends out here who are dealing with death. Miss Carmen and her family. Praying for Carmen. Praying for Miss Mary in Virginia. She's in the hospital. I'm just really devastated by that because I just cannot believe she's in the hospital. This lady I met her about a year or two ago. I don't even want to tell you all how I met her because you'll be like, Angela, you and that man. Oh, just know that she's a nice lady, lives in Virginia, and she's in the hospital right now. And I'm praying for her. Golly. I'm just like, all this bad news. I just don't understand how all these people are getting sick. All these people are passing away around me. I mean, it's a time of reflection That's why I don't like being upset about stuff. See, when you start hearing of people dying back to back, you have to sit and think about yourself. You have to think about how you're living. You have to think about your own health. Are you living right? Are you eating right? And you start to ponder like, man, that could be me. That could be me slumped over in a chair, or slumped over in a tub, or slumped over in my bed. Is somebody gonna be able to get here in time if I can be resuscitated? I think about stuff like that. And I don't like dwelling on that because it's so scary. But when you hear of people passing away, I mean, man, it's terrible. She said it's buff from bad. Okay, Miss T. Miss T, how you doing? You and your little young husband. Yeah, I'm picking on you today. Miss T got a young man. I can't get them young or old. Don't matter how old they are. They won't act right. They don't want to act right. Old demons. They don't want to act right. Oh Jesus! I just want, and look, I put on my feed. A Datesite, you can put a personal comment about anything you want to talk about. So on my feed, I just be saying little stuff like, "What is wrong with these men with the phone tag and blah blah blah?" And one guy had responded saying, maybe this site isn't for you. And then I think one said, "Oh, you just really too good, huh?" And it's like, no, it's just common sense. I mean, treat people the way you want to be treated. I mean, if you on the site for other facetious reasons, that is your choice, but you don't have to lie to somebody. You don't have to try to manipulate somebody. Just keep it real. As my brother would say, good old buck. You ain't got to lie to kick it. A street folks terminology. You ain't got to lie to kick it. And he's right. Why you got to lie? Just say, hey, I really don't want nothing from you, Miss Lady. I just want to come hook up with you, eat out your refrigerator, and get on about my business. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I said that. Because a lot of them are about that. They just want to find somebody they can hook up with. And that's like I said, we all grown. We all choose to have a little fling with a man or woman. That is our choice. But don't start out like you want to talk to somebody. You want to get to know them. And then you just buttering them up. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can get invited over to get you some milk and cookies, or however you want to word it. And then you go on about your business. Now you ghosting a female. And to me, that's so stupid. It's stupid to me. Because my thing is, this is what you're going to be doing with every woman you meet, or man. Okay, I'm just going to go butter her up, say all the pretty things, nice things about her. Go see her, hook up, get my goodies, go about my business. Next, message another woman. Hey, baby, you pretty, you cute, you this. Ooh, you fine. Oh, where you live at? Oh, can I come see you? Get your goodies, go on. It's like, wow. Is that all you about? Just picking up women? That's all you want from them? You don't want to court them? You don't want to take them out? And as I told you all, a lot of them are like that. They don't want to take you out. They don't want to court you. They don't want to take you to dinner, to the movies. Of course, a lot of picture shows aren't open now. You still can take a lady out to eat. And if you're not really trying to spend a lot of money, take her to Starbucks. Baby, you drink coffee? Hey, we can meet at the coffee house. Something's better than nothing. But just, always where you stay, when you going to be home, or would you like some company, or can I stop by? I just want to say hello. We saying hello now. That's the purpose of the video chat. How you doing? I'm just saying. And a lot of them don't like the video chat. Now, why in the world would I want to talk to you on a site and just converse with you there, and then you want me to jump off the site to continue to text? Just think about how stupid this logic is. You want me to text you originally on the site. Then you say you don't want to be on the site because you don't jump on the site. But you want the number to text, which is what we're doing now on the site. And then you want me to continuously text you on another private number. But yet we don't talk to each other on the phone. And I am to believe you're the said person in the photograph. Okay. Baby, My mama ain't raised no damn fool. Do you understand what I'm saying? Stop the BS. Mary Blue, how you doing? Oh, I got a good one for y'all. Woo, Lord, child, I got a good one for y'all, baby. How about yesterday? When I tell you Satan is busy, didn't Satan send some old stinking rotten nut to my phone? Hello, Mary Blue. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much. Kenny Chesney messaged me yesterday on the Datesite. I'll wait. The country music star messaged me. Do you think I believe that? Do you think I even believe that Kenny Chesney likes black women, let alone a big black lady, plus size black woman? And I ain't that I'm putting myself down, but I'm just saying, you don't find a lot of white country music stars, men liking black women, period. And don't you know I had to give it to him? I said, baby, why are you stealing this man photos? Come on now. Just come on. And then he said, just because I messaged you doesn't affect my status or my something else. I thought, oh, he trying to get right with the queen. So you know the queen had to come back. Didn't I bring it to him? I said, oh, ain't it hot? Ain't it what did I say? You might want to come over here and get on an airplane and cool off over here from Africa. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I alluded to the fact that you's an African, pretending to be this white man that's a music star, messaging the queen when you know this ain't no Kenny Chesney. You done stole that white man's photos, pretending to be a music star, messaging I, and I let you know you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I said, oh, why don't you hop on an airplane and come on over here and cool off? Because I know it's hot over there in Africa. Ooh, he didn't respond. Did I hurt your feelings? Did the queen hurt your feelings? 18 thumbs up. Thank you. 10 in a row. Thank you. 1 hour and 9 minutes in. I mean, this is so sad to me. Now, besides the men that I talk to who don't want anything, don't want to follow through with anything, play phone tag for 2 days and fall off, disappear, don't answer the phone, don't text back, meet and greet you, fall off, don't call you back, ghost you. It's all the same. But to use famous people pictures and pretend to be them and think somebody's going to actually believe that's a country music star. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. No, baby. Kenny Chesney did not message Angela. And I'm not stupid enough to think that he would message me. I do not even believe that he would put himself on a date site to meet a woman. When one, he's a famous person. He has an agent, I'm sure, that can go and mingle and send out notes and messages to any famous woman in America that he may want to partake with. Come on now. And these men, these old dirty, stinking foreigners ought to be ashamed of themselves, stealing grown people photos and pretending to be them. And you have to be very careful with these foreigners because they think they're crafty, but they're not. And one way to know that you are talking to a foreigner on a date site, listen to me well, men and women. Well, you're not gonna get a green card. How you gonna get a green card pretending to be a white man? You should know at some point, baby, we got the talk, we got the video chat. Once you come on the chat and I see you ain't white, you ain't Kenny Chesney, now where are we going to take it? Because this ain't about to be no 90 Day Fiance with Sumet and Jenny. Bye, Felicia. But what I'm saying is, Mary Blue says, I'm sorry, my folks in Africa think they can dupe American women. Shaking my head. Well, it's sad. And like I say, I know how bad it is in Africa. You know, one gentleman who I was speaking to last night, he happens to be African. I'll go ahead and tell that. The thing is, it's very sad that they have to live the way they live in a country where the government and their leaders, the presidents, whatever, don't care anything about the people. You have all this strife and war and famine and wrath in Africa and other foreign countries to where they don't revere their people. They don't care for their people. But You using people all around the world, pretending to be somebody else and using their photographs and pretending to be them is wrong. So you can get money sent to you by some victim. And everybody knows if you are not video chatting with anyone, I don't care if dude lives 20 minutes from you. I don't care if you live in Washington, D.C. He say he live in Maryland. Video chat. Video chat. If a man or woman is not willing to video chat with you, you all don't have anything to talk about. If you go to a profile and you're on the Datesite, he doesn't have a photo. She doesn't have a photo. You don't have anything to talk about. When they want to only talk through a text message on another line or another site, another type of Google account, or you know what I'm saying. Keep going. Move on. Block. Because that's a sign that it is a foreigner that you are speaking with. That's common sense. How long do you think you're going to keep talking to somebody on a phone without ever speaking to them by voice? That's number one. Number two, he or she never wants to video chat. How long are we going to talk just by the phone? And I don't see who you are. When they use the word am, I'm going to say that in the beginning. Am doing good, am well, am okay, am. We in America don't use am as to identify ourselves. We say me or I. I is the appropriate pronunciation to identify ourselves. Divine Goddess said, what if my hair look bad? Well, Divine Goddess, you best to tell him I'll be with you in a few minutes and go spruce your hair up or your makeup or whatever you want to do. And then you go video chat. Because what I'm saying to you, baby, is that you don't want to start out talking to people on the phone and they don't see you and you don't see them. Because you see, that is the greatest way to con a person, is to say, I don't care for that. I've heard it 1,000 times. I'm old school. I don't do no video chat. I ain't download no apps to my phone. I don't want to add no apps to my phone. I ain't want to mess up my phone. I don't want to go through all that. I don't trust that. You know, always an excuse. So, like I tell them, so you willing to talk to me on a phone just by the pictures that I've uploaded to the site? You willing to trust that? You willing to trust that that is me in those photos? Why? You don't even know me. I'm just a voice on the phone, remember? You want to see the person. Because let me tell y'all something. Because you know I like to keep it real with you. I once talked to a guy in Atlanta very briefly. His conversation was great. On the site, he gave this long-winded letter about who he was, is, blah, blah, blah. The wording was nice, very eloquent writing. We exchanged numbers. But baby, this is probably 2 years ago. Because I've been on 2 sites on and off for 2 years. I'm currently just on 1 right now. When the queen click that video chat button and he popped up on that screen, when I tell you the devil's a liar and a thief, I looked at that man and thought, what the hell is this I'm looking back at? Child, them dreadlocks was going every direction. He put damn Lil Wayne to shame. Now, I'm sorry, and I love some Lil Wayne. And I said to because when I look at Lil Wayne now, I said, damn, Lil Wayne, what's wrong with your dreadlocks? Don't you got money to get your hair tightened up? This dude had dreadlocks going one way, up way, down way, to the side. And I thought, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Satan. This ain't the man in the photograph. The man in the photograph got a clean fade and clean cut looking. What the hell happened from the photos to this right here? Well, guess what? This right here is the older version of the old photos he uploaded to the profile. The pictures he uploaded to the profile were many moons ago when he was looking halfway decent. had on some decent clothes, looked like he was moving and shaking in Atlanta. And then when homeboy got on that video chat, homeboy barely living. Did you hear what I said? Homeboy handicapped of some form or another. I said, Lord, come on now. Damn, Tito, why me? I just was like, damn, you just portrayed yourself like you had it going on. But see, that's the point about a photograph. That's all it is. Because you don't know if that photograph or photographs don't have timestamps on them. You don't know if that photograph was taken 2 weeks ago or 8 years ago. And homeboy had changed in them 7, 8 years, because I believe that's how long them pictures were. He showed pictures of how he used to look, how he used to carry himself. But the new him was raggedy. And he may have been a nice guy, but he wasn't a guy for Queen. Because you see, if you're not going to comb your hair, you walk around sloughed off in your attire, you're not for me. And I'm just keeping it real. And this is the reason why we as women and men dating people we don't know or meeting and greet strangers, you need to meet people publicly so you can see the whole picture of what has been represented on the Datesite. Because you see, a half body photo ain't nothing like seeing a person up front, waist down. Do they zip their pants up? Do they wear socks? Do they wear decent shoes? Oh, don't get me to testify in here because I don't want to tell on myself. Nigga, where is your shoestrings? I said it. Excuse my language. You how old? You 50. You don't want no shoestrings. Okay. I'm done. You see? Buffoonery. 21 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. You best meet these folks in the street, in public, so you can see that their hair is combed. They've taken a bath. The fingernails are cut and neat. Yeah, I goes there. Eyebrows ain't got flakes in them. Flakes around the scalp. Oh, Queen looking at all of that. I want to see if your hands are dirty. You got calluses. Do you clean your fingernails? Are your fingernails long or short? Queen, you cutting up. Nitra, I'm keeping it 100. And if I have any young women on here who are under the age of 49, if you're in your 20s and 30s, I'm going to bring it to you because you need to hear this. You want to meet the men in public so you can see how he carries himself. You can see what he's driving. You can see how he talks. You can see his mannerisms. Because you see, if you let somebody come roll up your house and then they standing at the door, it's too late then. You get my drift? It's too late then. So that's why you want to meet him in public. So you can make sure homeboy wears socks with his shoes. Homeboy wearing undergarments. Oh, bye, Felicia. I'm saying. Because they come real rank out here. Like I said, I can't tell all my business because then I'll be telling on myself. But listen to what I'm saying. There's some rank black men out here. And they are foul. And they do not carry themselves in a dignified manner. They don't do what they should be doing. And it's like, dude, I know your mama raised you better than this. Thank you, Nitra. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just telling you the truth. That's why, you know, a lot of people talk negatively, you know, about the Datesites. They'll say, well, that ain't my type of hype. And I'm going to wait on Jesus and the Lord. And, you know, I'm just going to pray about it. And they got crazy people on the site. And hey, you're forgetting one thing. They're going to be crazy whether there's a Datesite, social media, Facebook, or not. The social media is just an easier way to connect to people. Why don't y'all understand that? It's just an easier way to connect, to pick up people, to flirt with people, to use people, to manipulate people, to bamboozle people, to bore people, worry people, scam people. That's how social media has become. It can be used in a dignified manner, depending on the person who is utilizing the app or the site. But you have those who are only out to manipulate and con others. All they want is your pocketbook, want your car. And there are worst case scenarios, and I don't want to get into that on this live tonight, but you know where I'm going. You do have those who will harm you on the date site. But what I keep trying to tell you is that it doesn't matter about the date site. That is just a separate entity. Right, Nitra. They do anything and everything. This is true. This is so true. People are people. If he is foul or she is foul, if he or she is a manipulator, a con artist, they were that before getting on the date site. They are going to do that with or without the date site. If they are conning and manipulating on the date site, they are doing it without the date site. They are conning and manipulating people they see every day, be the people they meet at church, their job, Home Depot, the Dollar Tree. It's all the same. People are people. And that's what I want people to understand. That there have people who honestly want love, want to meet somebody, want to meet and greet. And they have turned to the date site as a way to meet people. But the problem are those who are on it for facetious reasons. And they give the date site a bad name because they're only on it to just pick up women and men, use them, barter with drugs. They even do that. Oh, I never told y'all that. On the feed where you get to, like, as I state, give your commentary about what's ever going on with you that day. These little young men get on there, little young black men, and it's really sad and degrading for African-American men to even go on there with your photo talking about, I got the gas, I'm looking for the gas. Hell, at first I didn't even know what the hell they was talking about. About the gas. What the hell they talking about? You know, I had to get new. Why are you talking about drugs on a date site? Why are you soliciting that you have drugs on the date site? And you even have some men who will say hello to you. And the first thing they ask, you smoke? Come again? Do I smoke? Yeah, baby, Nitra. Them young boys be on there talking about they got the gas, they got the this, they got the hookup, holler at them. Some of the guys will say, hey, I'm looking for something tonight. I'm looking for a girl. I'm looking for company. He'll tell you, oh, I'm buying drinks, dinner, and I got the weed, I got the this. I need somebody to smoke tonight. I need a smoke buddy. I need an F buddy. I need a cuddle buddy. I just want to, Lord, let me hush. You know the rest. Wow. You're going to put your name and photo on a date site and talk about soliciting drugs, want to get high, looking for somebody to get high with you. Do you know you can get yourself killed like that? Talking about you got the gas. You looking for the gas. So you're going to go out here in the street, meet a stranger, and buy you some marijuana or pills or whatever you into from a stranger. You're going to meet them and then sell it to them too? So you can get ganged up, get robbed, selling a stranger drugs in the night. Just think about how stupid that sounds. You getting ready to go meet a stranger to sell them drugs or buy drugs from a date site. Oh, you think because she pretty? That queen won't set you up. Girl, hell, Nitra, I'm assuming that's what it is, marijuana. I just put two and two together. I'm 49. You know, I don't know all about these new names and terminology these young folks use for drugs and this and that, but it shows you how crazy people have gotten, and that a lot of us, I'll speak for myself, you're taking your life into your own hands, meeting people you don't know nothing about. Now you're talking about putting narcotics in the mix, which we already know that's a good way to get 6 feet down. You people need to straighten yourself out because you sound stupid. What that mocha space? What's that, baby? What's that, divine goddess? What's that mocha space? What's that? Come on, school the queen. I'm willing to learn anything new, baby. So what is that? But this is what goes on the site. I'm looking for somebody to dominate. I'm looking for somebody. I like. They may say I like sucking toes. They just say anything. I'm like, damn, you just what? Have you no manners, no dignity about yourself? You just can't keep it to yourself. Can you just wait to talk to the lady first to get to know her? Why you can't wait till you get behind in the boom boom room and then tell her you like sucking toes or whatever? Come on now. Video Chip said no. Look, that's just the most ratchet side I know of. Oh, no, honey. No. That Boca Space, I'm going to look it up. When I get off the phone tonight, I'm going to look that site up just to see, what they're about. That way I can give y'all a 411. But no, honey, these men, you have some men that talk halfway decent on the site, but I still believe most of them don't want anything. It's just a game to them. But this is what's out here on the site. And I give you all this information just in case some of you single men and women want to partake in the site, and also give you a little clarity on the site, my dealings with the site, and also bring you a little bit of laughter. But in the end, all joking aside, it's sad. It is sad to be this old watching this type of buffoonery and watching the way these men and women talk to each other. I've even seen some women come up, in the Meet Me, where it shows the men I can meet, and I can just scroll through them, hit the X if I'm not interested or whatever. Some old gals. And I saw a black woman up there sitting, looked like she was sitting by a Christmas tree, I think. That was just the day or the day before. And she had, her eyes looked crooked. And I said, what the hell is this? Now, Satan, you go on now. What in the hell? Then there's a white guy to dress up with a woman's wig. And I really don't understand why he is in my meeting. Nietzsche said just this Saturday. I'm just sitting here like, wait a minute. I'm sick of this white man popping up in to meet me with that blonde wig on. Bro, if you don't take that damn wig off and just say you bisexual, quit the nonsense. Not the crooked eyes. Nietzsche. That heifer looked like she's sitting by a Christmas tree in her pajamas. And I said, well, hey, where she looked? Because I don't know which direction. She was looking in. I said, oh, Satan, if you don't get your children. Oh, I'm telling you, I should be on TV. I wish Tyler Perry, somebody come get me. Please come get me. Somebody come get me. Oh, baby, the stuff. Oh, baby. Oh, this rough. I got 14 in the room. Thank y'all for holding on. Thank you for holding on with the queen. I'm 1 hour and 30 minutes in. God is good. I mean, she said, get my wine. Look, this is whiskey, lemonade, good. They tell you how you spell it. Goot. I'm slow drinking tonight because, like I told you all, I haven't had my dinner, so naturally I don't like, imbibing when I haven't eaten. Because usually what I do is I eat, I shower, then I turn on the telly, then I pour me a nice little drink. That is my ritual. I've been doing this ritual for about 16 years now. It's just something I do. I like to bathe first, put my night clothes on, and then pour me a drink. I'm just funny like that. I like to be comfortable, when I'm imbibing. I don't like to be fumbling in the kitchen trying to cook something and feeling, fuzz. I don't get down like that. I'm not trying to burn down nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can't replace a whole apartment. But I'm so glad to be here. I'm glad you all tuned in to the Queen on the Saturday Night Vibes. Thank you so much. I don't know. I got so many dreams and goals late in the game, but I still feel like there's room for me to soar to the top at this late age. I thought about radio too. If the offer came to do radio, I would do that because I was a disc jockey in school, in college. Oh my God, I make a profile on those sites. I did a little radio in college. I had a radio show, and it was a pretty good radio show. So I have the experience as far as radio. So if that offer ever came along, if I was ever find work doing radio, I would do whatever. She said white guys. Well, I've dated some white men. Thank you, Nitra. Thank you. I won't forget about none of you if I get on that TV. I will not forget about none of you. But I've dated some white guys on the site, and I have mentioned that to you guys before. There's a difference with some of the white men than the black men. Most of the white men that I have met, I can honestly say it hasn't only been but maybe 2, 3 that actually want to come directly to the house. Most always ask me when I was free and if I'd like to go out to eat. They were not trying to come to my home. Now, most of the black men I meet, they always want to come to the home, come to the home, come to the home. They never want to take me out. Rarely does a black man ask me to take me out. The few lately who've asked were the ones who lived out of town, and they're the ones who I've mentioned in this video. The young one from Nashville, the one that's a few years younger than me in Nashville, Mr. As I call him, badass yellow boy. Yes, he's a tall drink of water that, ooh, baby, but he ain't right because he's been playing phone tag with me, expecting the queen to be calling him. I'm not calling you. I'm not calling, I'm not texting. I'm sorry, but I'm not. And if you're watching the video, yes, I'm talking about you because this is BS that you're serving the queen because I deserve better than how you have treated me in the past month. And if you're looking for somebody to chase you, I'm not going to chase you. Now, maybe them heifers in Nashville like chasing you because you're a pretty boy. Yeah, I'm saying it. But this queen's not chasing you. I don't care how you look. I'm not going to be phone tagging. I just don't have it. I don't have it. A godly man, believer, solid. Well, video chimp, see, that's the problem. People will say they believe in God and all that, but it's just crazy. Tracy, hello. Love listening to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. I have 17 in the room, 23 thumbs up. Hallelujah. But I'm tired, you guys. I don't know what God has in store for me. I don't know how long I'm going to live. And I don't mean to get ho-hum and dreary, but I have to be realistic. I'll be 50 next month, at the end of the month. So I don't know if I'll live 5 years from now, 20 years from now. I don't want to be doing this. I do not want to be on the Datesite another day. I am tired of chit-chatting and telling these men, what I like, what I'm looking for, what I'm interested in, what my goals are. And then we get off site, we talk all of 2 nights. Then poof, voila, gone, magic. You don't hear anything else. It's a waste of my time. And that's why I've been so irritable, because I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of chatting. I'm tired of repeating the same line like I'm a robot. Oh, I like to do this. I like the arts, entertainment, true crime, travel, blah, blah, blah. It's like I'm a damn robot. And you're typing in the same damn thing. Every time you talk to somebody, you're just typing the same thing over and over and over. And the queen is tired. I'm tired of typing in the same thing. I don't want to do it anymore. But then I tell myself if I jump off, then I keep saying, well, that right one might come along one day. And you jumped off the site and you gave up. Lord have mercy, somebody called for a minute. Y'all, it's an hour, 36 minutes. Please, let's talk about something. I don't want to do the whole live just talking about me and the Datesite and these funny characters. These Africans. I get them from Jamaica wanting to talk. I get them from Africa wanting to talk. I get them from Dubai. I get them from everywhere. I get them pretending to be somebody else. I already know they're Africans pretending to be white men, veterans. I get them young, 22, 32, 30, 28, 35, 41, 50, 51, 61, 70 something. I get all kinds, white and black. Arabic, Indian, and it's nothing. Just a bunch of random ass men wasting my time, asking stupid ass questions over and over to go absolutely nowhere. And I have talked to a few men in the past couple of weeks, and what is sad to me is that of all the men I've talked to, there were probably only two that I was interested in, and that's Mr. Professional, Washington, D.C., and Badass Yellow Boy. And now it's nothing. Well, Video Chimp, let me be truthful with you. I've been on the site. One site I joined in April of 2018. And I jump on and off of that one. I'm not on it right now. The point is that they were bored before COVID. The games I'm relaying to you, the conversations I'm relaying to you are the same conversations I have had with other men since April of 2018. They don't want anything. I've had one cry on the phone because he was about to get evicted because his landlord was selling the property. He fell off and he lived right up the highway in Morristown, Tennessee, a big ass crybaby. Hello, Curlin. Just nonsense. Inmates, all kind of men. They fall off. It doesn't matter if they're incarcerated. It doesn't matter if they're white, they're black, they're short, they're tall, they're fat. They fall off. Nitra, what I need is to get out of here. That's what I need. I need a different location to where I can see something different, be around different people, meet different people in person. In person, not the Datesite. I need to be somewhere where there's a higher population of people in general. And that way I get out and can mingle and meet people and just, fraternize. Because I think that's a good way of meeting, is to be out and about. And they can see the whole you. And you can see the whole him. And not through no site, no photos. You understand what I'm saying? You can meet people, laugh, talk, public outings. I think that's a good way of meeting people, is public outings. And that's what I miss about going out and going places. Because you can meet people if you have an active lifestyle and you're going places. Not going anywhere, you're not meeting anybody. So a lot of people are using, social media and the date sites to meet people. But hell, this ain't working. This ain't working at all. It's depressing. This is utterly depressing. Yes, socializing is very important. You can't grow if you don't socialize with people. You don't talk to people. You don't meet new people. You don't hear different conversations. You don't hear people from different demographics. You need to talk to different kinds of people. Talking to the same people every day is boring. Now, some of you may like that. That's how you get down. You don't trust outside people, new people. I love meeting new people. You don't know how quickly you can gravitate, elevate in life, meeting new people, because new people can turn you on to different things. You talk to the same people every day. Most of them people not talking about nothing. Yes, we used to mingle. But see, that's the thing with COVID. Nothing is open to where you can meet people. Hello, London B. Hello. You can't go anywhere. You can't go to the sporting events. You can't go to the bars, the clubs, weddings, functions. You can't go anywhere to meet people because it ain't nothing open. Hello, pretty baby elephants. Oh, that's very interesting. You can't go anywhere. You can't go to a football game. They got a few little sporting events, high school, junior high games, but you're not really going to get to talk to nobody because everybody's focusing on the sporting event. You understand what I'm saying? You might throw your hand up. You may see a guy you never seen before, but you can't just go over to him and say hello. You're going to climb over the bleachers. You're going to climb over the bleachers because you see a man you ain't never seen before. How you doing? Excuse me. How you doing? My name is Angela. I ain't never seen you before. I got bad knees. This big gal ain't climbing over nobody bleachers to go say hello to nobody. You better throw your hand up or wink your eye. I'm not. Look, somebody was talking to me the other night about going to a junior high game, a junior high school basketball game. And I said, I was asking her how everything was set up. I said, the high school still set up the same? She's like, yeah. And I thought, honey, I'm turned off already. I'm not 15, 16, and I could climb the bleachers and climb over people. The knees was good. Honey, this big gal can't hold her balance climbing up no bleachers and ain't got no rail. Okay, need to send a smoke signal. Girl, you so retarded. You ain't got no sense. I don't smoke, so how would I do that? This is just treacherous out here. Y'all ain't talked about nothing. Y'all sitting here letting me spin this web about these old stupid men. Why aren't y'all talking to me about something? Anything. This is a nice night. Feel free to drop any comments about any subject matter. I'm trying to keep it light tonight. That's my goal from now on. Saturday nights will be the Saturday night vibes where we can just chill. I'll talk about whatever lightweight subjects. I want to try to keep it light because, we have so much stress going on in the world right now. Thank you, Nitra. Thank you. I want to try to keep the chat light, one day a week where we can just laugh and make jokes about life and not be so serious. So that's why I jumped on tonight to talk to you guys about my dating experiences at the moment, which is nothing, null and void. Are you on any dating sites? Yes, Carolyn, that's what I've been talking about. I'm currently on one site. I jumped off another one probably a month ago. And I'm not having any luck. The men I'm meeting aren't talking about anything. All they do is lie, make up stuff. They don't follow through with phone calls or texts. And I'm just the type, I don't want to keep calling you, texting you. If I feel like I have a good rapport with you or I think you're interested in me, oh yeah, I'll call you. But at some point, once I see I'm calling you more than twice a day, that to me is too much. I shouldn't have to call you past 2 times. I may call you in the afternoon, then I might wait till evening to call. But I think you should think of me. I'm going to tell you something my father once told me. And I was probably about 24 years of age. And my daddy told me, you want to be pursued. You want to be chased. Oh, thank you, Nitra. Not the bingo. Lord have mercy. Nitra, how old are you talking about bingo? Lord have mercy. I used to take an elderly neighbor to bingo. Take up bird watching. Carolyn, please stop. You're rubbing it in. I don't want to watch no birds. I see enough birds walking around already. No, but serious. I done lost my train of thought. Nitra 39 talking about bingo. Lord have mercy. I'm dead. You going to bingo. Can't meet no man there either. Get a puppy. Men are pursuers. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. My daddy said, let a man chase you. Let a man chase you from now on. Now that man said that to me at 24. And I'm now, look, I'm going to say 39. See, you messing me up. I'm 49. This is crazy. And, you have some men who like a woman who's, overt, sometimes aggressive, because some men are shy. So, you have men who are shy and they're not the type to go after a woman. They're not going to say hello to a woman. They can look at her in a room full of people, but will never go up to her and say, hi, how you doing, Miss Lady? And he will miss his opportunity because he's afraid to say anything. So some men are, they want a woman to say hello to them, speak to them, flirt, whichever word you want to use. But I just think it's, dang, what is wrong with a man letting it be known he is interested? Not meant to be on a dating site. Who, you? You not meant to be on one? Oh, Lord, that is what my mother said. Daddy said that when I'm 60. Honey, by the time anybody gets 60, it don't even matter at that point. It don't even matter. All bets are off once you're 60. You just do what you want to do. You want to be a cougar or what? It don't even matter because guess what? I mean, because 60, that's a long way off. So we all look for queen or mate family. Well, if you know of any decent men, self-sustaining men, clean-cut men, he don't have a lot of baggage and children and drama, you tell him to go and log on over to Everyday Shenanigans. She's a single lady. But I don't want no man with no lot of drama. You coming to me with a lot of drama, I'm not interested. I do not want a man that's got a lot of problems. Speed dating. Okay, Curly. Nitra, I think they have that like down in Atlanta. Atlanta's got different venues for dating because I've gone on to some of the little sites 2 years ago, and they've got things like that down in Atlanta. They had a lot of different ways to meet and greet, and I think speed dating was one of the things I saw. They had like community potlucks and meetings and speed dating at restaurants and places and churches. So they're more active in bigger cities trying to get people to date. I mean, I even seen that on a TV show, reality show, where they're having speed dating in New York City. So see, those type of avenues are more in bigger cities. Okay, pretty baby elephants. You got a male friend. Well, that's nice. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for any queen that has a nice male companion or husband, uh, because I don't think God intended for us to be alone. I think we have the option to date when we choose to date, but I know He wanted us to have a mate because He created a woman from Adam's rib, and that's what He said, and that's how I feel. He didn't intend for us to be alone. Now, will things go bump in the night where the relationship will not work? A person passes away, a person becomes ill. You understand what I'm saying? A person divorces, this happens. But even in tragedy or a broken relationship, I still believe that if you want to date, you want a mate, that is your choice. And I don't care if you are 60, you are 70. You have the right to want a mate. And a lot of people think because they get older, oh, I don't need nobody. I got Jesus. Jesus don't want you. Now, don't y'all get me started talking about Jesus. Jesus didn't have a woman when He was on earth, walking the earth. Y'all know that if you believe in the Bible. Jesus did not have a gal. Now, some will say He did. I'm going to go with the good book that said He didn't. So, if Jesus didn't have a woman when He walked the earth, He sure don't want nothing that's walking in now. And I'm just saying. Well, we don't want to talk. Y'all want to talk about that then? Bisexual men? Y'all really want to live in the chat at 1 hour and 50 minutes? Let's talk about that. I was watching a YouTube video the other day. I think I mentioned this in another live, where a woman went to the scene of an accident with her boyfriend, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm quoting it right. And he was there with a man woman, a he, she. And she had a little short dress on, little button-up dress, short, had his good lashes on, and had short hair, because hell, he had pulled the wig off and put the wig on top of the trunk of the hood of the car. I thought, well, why he pull his wig off? I thought, now what is this shenanigans I'm watching? And that girl was going off about that boyfriend, baby daddy. I think he was a baby daddy. She called out his government name. She was telling the police his birthday. And when that helper said his birthday, March 3rd, 1995, something like that, baby, I was hollering. Do you hear me? I said, oh, no, she didn't tell his government name and his birthday. Datesite. And then she watching him with a man. And just like the guy whose show it was on, I think it's the Willie Williams show, if I'm not mistaken. He's on YouTube. He said the right thing to do was to go to your lady and push that guy on. Or whoever you with. Why is you got... Come on now. You've been caught with a man dressed up like a woman. And your old lady, baby mama, whomever, comes to the scene, and you're not trying to explain to her why you with this boy, girl. You don't even say, baby, I'm sorry, I apologize. fell out. Let me tell you something. He didn't have him a true, authentic gutter sister who would have tore that pavement down. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? He didn't have a sister that would have said, hold on a minute. Somebody grab my pocketbook, because they love to say that here in the South. Instead of calling it a purse, pocketbook. Oh, that's country. Because here in the South, the women sing when they talk. For those who are from up north, East Coast, the women in the South sing when they talk. Girl, honey, get my pocketbook. I'm gonna beat this nigga's ass up in here. Okay? Excuse my language. A true gutter sister would have tore that pavement down. The transsexual would have been laying down. Okay, London B from the South, so silly. And the baby daddy, he would have been scalped too. It'd have been 2 scalp boys together. Nature. Okay. Would have tore it down. As this older man used to say when I used to hang at this little lounge back in the day. Oh, he used to say, it's gonna be some smoke in the city. You best to believe that. You best to believe that. Because I'm not getting ready to talk to the police about your government name on your birthday. Because you was in an accident with your boyfriend, your boy/girl, boy toy. I don't know what you call it. He's lucky. Because he could have got hurt. That girl could have done something to him. Because that's a terrible, terrible situation. Is to go to a scene of a crash or whatever. And then you see your man with another man who's dressed up as a woman. This is just utter buffoonery. And let's talk about bisexuality for just a second. Why in the hell does a gay man want to dress up like a woman? Why? 2, why does a man who is bisexual? Well, London B, you're not coming to my house. You're not coming to my house. You're not coming to my house. If you live with me, you're not coming to my house. Go stay with it over there. Because that's the rule. Get it how you live. You like what's in the street, you partake of the street, then you go sleep in the street. You don't come back to the queen. Because just like what was said in that man's video, you know they've been sleeping raw. Excuse my language. Especially for the older women in the chat and those of you, I want to be respectful. You know they've been sleeping without a condom. So let's keep it 100. You have been sleeping with another man dressed like a woman without a condom. You've been sleeping with that thing without a condom. You've been sleeping with your wife, girlfriend, baby mama without a condom. And you've had no respect for her, the one you say you like, you care for, sleeping without a condom. Now she's caught you red-handed with the he, she. So she's filled with all kind of emotions. Oh, I just caught this, and it's a boy, girl, and now, oops, I've been sleeping with him without a condom. Well, Carolyn, I'm just saying, I try to use my words, I will slip up sometime with my terminology, but Bill, okay. Oh my God. You wrong to be out here pretending to be something that you're not. If you are a grown man that likes men, you need to tell women, if you are bisexual, that you also like to partake sexually with the man. That's just common sense. And you don't go out here trying to diminish the fact that you like men. All this bottom topper talk, don't nobody care nothing about that. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you guys right now because we have gone to that subject. You think because you let a man perform oral sex on you that you are straight. You think because you don't penetrate a man in his private areas that you still think you're straight. You think because you let a man perform on you in jail or prison, you're still straight. Well, we know that's a lie. You like men. The fact that you will let a man touch you in any form or capacity, touch you, perform oral sex on you, penetrate you, you are a homosexual man. We're going to bypass bisexuality, okay? We're going to keep it real because we know that the stats show that the dominant deviant behavior weighs higher. The deviant behavior always weighs higher. So if you are a man partaking in any sexual activity with a man, bottom, topper, whichsoever, you like men. You are attracted to men. And whether you say you like women or not, the deviant behavior will always weigh higher. And you will always, 9 times out of 10, continue to participate in sexual activities with a man. Whether you say you penetrate him or not, the fact that you think it's okay for him to put his mouth on your private parts, you are scandalous and you are a liar and you are a fraud. And there's no way on earth you can explain that to a woman that that's okay, that you want a man to suck your private parts. How is that not liking boys, men? You had to be attracted for it to go down for him to do that to you. And you will sit up and say, it's nothing. I'm not gay. Well, what you mean? You just woke up one day and looked around and said, hey, I want him to perform fellatio on me. Well, how did you get to that point? You had to be attracted to him. So you need to own that you are attracted to men and women. Don't sugarcoat what is already spoken. You like men. And that's the bottom line. And the queen don't want none of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't give a damn who you are. But you can't come to the queen talking about you like men. You like a man performing oral sex. You like penetrating a man. But you don't want to be penetrated. And you don't want, come on now. Stop the nonsense. Because once you have engaged sexually with a man, whether you touching him, kissing him, he's performing on you, vice versa, you are, to me, gay. Bottom line. Quit all these stupid titles. And some women will date men knowing that they're bisexual. Some women will date them when they hear that they're bisexual. Some women will stay with a man once she found out he has been on the down low of the men. I don't want you. Because now what I got to do is go to the clinic and get me an AIDS test and fear the worst. And I didn't sign up for that because I assumed you were heterosexual. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about. Do we go ahead and ask a man outright, are you heterosexual or bisexual? Now, most men will get offended if you ask, because the first thing he going to think, why the hell is she asking me that? She think I'm sugary? I look sugary? I sound sugary? You might. You might. But I think we're in an age where we best ask. I hate to say it. Because you don't want to look up one day and call yourself in love with somebody and then you start seeing signs that something ain't right with Bob. Bob is hanging with Peter too much. Peter and Bob are around each other a whole lot. You get my drift. You get my drift. We are in desolate times, and more men now, African American men especially, are coming out the closet. They are feeling free now to be themselves. They are feeling free to walk as a homosexual man. And you need to be very careful of the people you partake with. Well, you're right, London B. A man who is still in the closet as a bisexual and or homosexual is not going to tell you he like men. He fancies men. He goes on the down low with men. Rightfully so, because he has not come to terms with being a homosexual and or bisexual man. So he is not going to come out and tell people he like to do things with men. But for your own sake, sir, if you want to have breath in you, you need to tell the truth and live your truth. Because lying to a woman about being that way is foul and it's rank. Same thing with you liking a man. If he think you only like men, now he found out you with a woman. Now he confused, like, well, I thought you said you like me. Oh, you got an old lady, you got a wife. And now here comes somebody wanting to stir the pot and stir up trouble. Because let me tell you, some of these homosexuals are brazen, if you didn't know. They love to talk, they love to flame, they love controversy, they love mess. And I have learned that from dealing with homosexual men. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I've seen a lot of gay men. I've been around a lot of gay men in my time as a young person, and a lot of them are very brazen, and they love drama. They love exposing men who they've allegedly had sex with. Now, I've seen people over the years argue about who's really gay. Oh, he ain't gay. That's my homeboy. We play sports. Hey, Aaron Hernandez, for those who know the name. That's all I'm going to say. I said it. You don't know anybody. Who somebody is at 16, 17 is not who they are at 30 or 40. You do not know what goes on behind closed doors. You do not know what people have inside of them. You do not know their inner thoughts. You do not know their desires, nor do you know their deviances. How would you know? Because if a man, as I said, wants to live on the down low, he is not going to let people know he likes the company of men. And that's just the bottom line. And we do live in a time where men, as I state, are coming out more to let people know that they are homosexual. Now, I was watching a YouTube video, and you all need to go to YouTube because YouTube got a lot of information out there. There was a black guy who basically said, yes, yeah, you're right, Carolyn, we've been in too long. There was a black guy on YouTube basically saying he was conformed. He's been changed. That he no longer sleeps with men. That he is, I think he was saying he was married or in a relationship. And the first thing I thought was, bruh, you ain't for the queen. I do not want a man who was once walking around, so he says, sleeping with other men. And I don't care if you prayed to Jesus, Noah, Job, I don't want you. And I'm just saying. Oh, Lord, women bumping pocketbooks. Yeah, you got that too. I was going to mention that too. It gets so bad. Hey, the women take up with the women too. So it's a shortage of men. So the women get discouraged. They decide to sample the pond. They like the pond. Stay in the pond. And then you got those who jump back out the pond and go back to dating men. And I've seen that a lot with women. They realize it's not for them to be with a woman because a lot of them really don't want a woman. But what I have noticed is that usually men who mess with men, they like the men. And they're going to continue to sleep with a man. That's from what I've seen. And frankly, I don't want a bisexual man. That's just out. Because you can catch something sleeping with a man, a woman, and a man sleep with a woman. Either party can catch a disease. So now imagine you factoring in the same sex. So you're now sleeping with a woman, you can catch a disease. Now you go sleep with Paul, you can catch a disease, and the big package. And then you go take that package and you pass it on to a sister, your wife, your girlfriend, your lover, your bed partners, whichever. Now somebody coming up short, and now somebody got to go in the book of life and try to decipher how they got HIV or AIDS. Did I catch it, or am I the carrier? Do you see what I'm saying? It's serious business out here. There is no love in the street. And that's the spoken word. There is no love out here. We don't care nothing about folks, feelings, friendships. We worship fake gods. We idolize people and things and materialistic things. We're out here doing deviant things such as getting toe up, turned up every day, messing with drugs, pills, meth, heroin, because we don't care enough about ourselves. We don't think highly of ourselves. And we are all flawed. We're going to make mistakes, but it comes a point. Thank you so much. Thank you. I ain't going nowhere, Carolyn. All this looking nice is for you all. I want to cheer myself up and look decent and look nice for the camera to do my video. And I thank you for the compliments. I'm humbled. But we are in desolate times, and people are telling on themselves, and they're telling you, and they're showing you what they're made of, and they're showing you they don't care nothing about themselves. See, that's what you always have to tell yourself when people mistreat you. I mean, honestly, you are mistreated. Not that you misperceived something, not that you misunderstood something. You were blatantly disrespected, disregarded. You are telling me you don't like your damn self. So you see, if you don't like self, you can't like me. You don't respect yourself, you can't respect me. And you also don't love yourself, so you can't love me. Yes, video chip. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody should put their good clothes on sometimes to go nowhere. Put on your nice dress, slacks, and shirt. You want to sit in your house. Hey, that's how the wealthy folks do. Especially back in the old days, in the 50s and 60s. A woman wore pumps, makeup, lipstick. She put her good pearls on just to go to the grocery store. In the chat, I don't know, Carolyn. I ain't asked if there's a single man in the chat. I ain't trying to get no stalkers. I ain't trying to get no stalkers. You know, I have a few men that'll jump in the chat. I mean, in the comment section, and they'll flirt. But you don't, like I told you, you don't know who's who. You don't know if that's really their photo, because anybody can upload a photo. Anybody can put a name up, a username, pretending to be a man. You all don't know these people out here. You just don't know. You don't know who you're talking to. It's like some of you could have a photo of a woman, and you're sitting here in the chat talking to me, and you could be a man. You could be a child. I don't know, because I don't know you. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm 2 hours in. I have thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. I got 18 in the room and 25 thumbs up. Thank you all. I really appreciate that. But you see, tonight we've talked about my issues with the Datesite, bisexuality, homosexuality, life. Life is rough. Do you hear me? Life is rough. I pray for all of you. I pray for young women, especially trying to date, because I don't talk about that often. Young women dating, it would have to be just as horrific as a middle-aged woman, because a lot of men are wayward as young men. No, you don't, Carolyn, you don't. A lot of young women are dealing with men who are wayward. They're still immature. They still don't have their poo together. They don't work. All they want to do is smoke and get high, pop pills, tote, as they say, stay in the street. They want to be affiliated with gangs. They want to show who they are, their manlyhood. They want to sleep with everything with a pulse. Once again, still don't want to use condoms. Yeah, I'm going to throw that in there. Just right. Don't care. Okay? And it's sad, because it's like, well, she could be a pretty girl, built nice. She could be educated, non-educated, a waitress. It don't really matter. At some point, she's going to want to date. She's going to want a man. But what are her options? Because when I look at Facebook, I can see why even a young woman would don't have a man and don't have a boyfriend, a steady beau, because they're silly. They're simple-minded, as my mama used to say. Woo, my mama used to love that word. Oh, simple-minded. God rest her soul. She shows us your simple-minded. I mean simple. Don't know how to talk, don't know how to act. Always throwing a bird up. What's that about? Please, somebody explain to me. I'll wait. What is the point of throwing a bird up in a photo, in a video, and a live? What you saying? F you to whom? F whom? You saying F you to whom? Because you know what they say when you say F you throw the bird up, them other fingers is pointing back to yourself. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you don't care about yourself. That's how my fool would do. Throw a bird up. And I don't like seeing women do it. Now, some of you women might get offended that's in the chat. Females, let me say. That is sickening to me to see a grown woman throw up a bird. And I don't like men to throw up birds that's 40, 50 years old. And I don't like seeing young men do it. Why are you throwing up a bird in a photo? Somebody's taking a picture of you and you throwing up a F you sign with your middle finger. Does that make any sense? I don't like that kind of behavior. And anybody know, I don't care who you are. I see you throw that up on your timeline, Facebook. I don't want to be your friend. I see it on the Datesite in your photographs. You don't get a response out of me because that lets me know you don't care anything about yourself. It is lonely. I will admit that. I will admit that as a woman, it gets very lonely. Not having anyone to talk to, not having anyone to go out with, not having anyone to call steadily, readily. Don't offer you anything, don't want to take you anywhere. The conversation always goes downhill. It's always the same. How you doing? Ooh, you look nice. Where you stay? All right. On Mars. Can you get that? I'm just saying. I live on Mars. What you mean? I live on Mars. You want to come up there where I'm at? Because you don't need to come over here where I'm at on Earth. Because I know you're not going to do right. So I'm on Mars. Can you get up there where I'm at? I mean, seriously. They don't want nothing. They don't talk about nothing. And I frankly believe the men who would probably do right by me, that would do right by other women, they live in far off places. They rarely live in the vicinity. Rarely. And that's another problem. The ones that live out west, up east. Yes, it is Virginia. Virginia Redbone. How are you? Thanks for joining me. So you see, it's a battle out here trying to date. Because then too, if you talk to somebody that live in Oklahoma, let's say. I had a message from a gentleman today from Oklahoma. Now, how I'm going to get to him? How he going to get to I? We'll have to talk so long, off-site, and then meet up. You understand what I'm saying? You don't see the dollar sign. I don't know. It should be up there. I monetized it before I jumped on, baby. I monetized it before I uploaded. I'm about to probably go back in once I'm done talking to you guys. But I did turn it on. It may not get monetized. Sometimes the videos don't get monetized. For those of you who do not know that about YouTube, I'm learning all this. It's new to me. Oh, to send a super chat. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think there's something I have to do with that super chat. Somebody was trying to explain that to me. And let me press one of these. But I hate pressing stuff. Don't know what I'm doing. Let me see. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Oh, I'm messing up stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I have no idea. Sorry. I have no idea. Of course, I have a cash app, but I know a lot of people are leery about that. But like I tell you, I ain't trying to scheme and scam nobody out of nothing because I don't have no organizations on this channel. Because I know a lot of people have had, a lot of stuff has gone on pertaining to sending money to people, cash app or whatever. A lot of buffoonery. But I don't represent any entity but myself and this channel. And I don't represent no other organization to ask for money. Because, people don't like sending no money. They don't know where it's going. And I respect that. I understand that. But that's the 411 pertaining to the Datesite. It has been a battle. 2.5 years on and off trying to meet and greet. I have not met anybody that I'm just so fascinated with. As I state, the one who I was interested in, the one that lives in Nashville, the past month, it has been nothing. He wants to play phone tag yesterday with the texting. I'm just turned all the way off with him. He just right now, I mean, he's probably he might be listening to me right now because some of these guys I do tell them I have a channel. And I'm gonna quit telling them that too because that might come backfire and bite me in my butt one day. But I'm just turned off with him. I mean, he's very nice looking. He's very tall, handsome, but I don't like the fact that he thinks I should be texting him because I feel like he's the one that fell off. I don't owe him a text. Frankly, I don't owe him a phone call. I feel like if he is interested in me, so he says, as he said, I'll make it worth your while or whatever, then what's the problem with calling? I just sent you the number yesterday. So if he had deleted my number, he now has my phone number. So don't you find it odd? This Negro wants to say he sent me a text and the person said you got the wrong number. So you didn't think to call the number? See, this is when I get hyped and be ready to go off. You didn't think to call the number. Only a dummy would say, well, I texted the number and the person texts back saying you got the wrong number. Okay, boo-boo the clown. Why didn't you call the number? London B, you a mess. But you understand what I'm saying? Don't you see it's a game? I think this boy thinks I'm stupid. And I don't mean to get riled up, but it pisses me off that somebody trying to play me like I'm a fool. You're going to text me back and say, oh, somebody text back and say it's the wrong number. Okay, dummy. Did you think to call the number? Because if you had called the number, Queen would have answered. You would have got me on the phone. And I would have said hello. And you would have said, may I speak to Angela? I would have said, this is she. And then you would have let me know who you are. But instead, this what makes me think he's playing games. Hi, Joelle. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pallets. Thank you, Pallets. Carolyn said, calm down, Queen. No, I'm saying, I'm speaking the truth because I'm fed up and I'm tired. You all don't know what I go through on a daily basis with this chatting, this non-stop chatting. It is exhausting. It's like having a full-time job. A big empty right now. What you mean, baby? Because you're not doing anything? But it's exhausting. The numerous messages, the fake-ass conversation and chatting, it's exhausting to me. To keep repeating myself, redundant conversation and chat. Thank you, Pallets. Thank you. Somebody who understands. You repeating yourself over and over and over to countless men that calling on the site. I mean, messaging on the site. You get 5, 6 men messaging you a day or more, and you're repeating the same damn thing with each one. Do you all don't think that would get exhausting? Then you decide to get off the site, exchange your number. Then here comes the reindeer games. Groundhog Day. It's so funny. Yeah. Here comes the reindeer games. Hi, how are you? How are you? Texting. Don't answer by a call. Then he jumps back on. Take a break for a while. I did that months ago. That's why I said I jumped back on. I was on May. Jump back off, and it's like, I'm married, but I do having to start over new with someone. What you mean? What you married? What you trying to say? I'm married, but I do having to start over. Hate. So what are you saying? You're married and you're trying to start over? Or you don't like having to start over? Is that what you're saying? I'm confused. Oh, I'm like, damn, this is just sickening to me. Just on and on and on and on. Just utter buffoonery. And people don't really understand. And I love to see people who are in good relationships. I know people are going to have troubles. Okay. London B says she don't like having to start over. I get you. I love seeing couples who seem happy and you see them out, they're holding hands, they're affectionate. The husband's a good provider. He's a good father, which is soever. You understand? He seems genuine. I love to see a man who seems genuine with his wife, girlfriend, same with the woman. She seems genuine. She's in love. She cares for him. They talk to each other. They reciprocate the emotions, affection. That's the way it's supposed to be. I do not want to be with somebody that I'm going to be mumbling under my breath when he walks in the room. You understand? I can't wait for him to get out the house. Like, damn, thank God he gone. I don't want that. And I don't want nobody to feel that way about me. Because let me tell you something. You're going to know when somebody do not want you around. If you don't know anything in your life, oh, you're going to know that. Because you see, when people fall off, one thing people stop doing is talking. They stop communicating. They stop complimenting you. They stop touching you. They stop having relations with you. They stop coming home. Stop calling you, texting you. I'm going to say something to you first time out the gate. If you the type that's affectionate and you don't touch the queen no more, oh, I'm going to say something. You don't call anymore. You're coming home late. You don't come home at all. I'm going to call your bluff. And the first night you decide not to come home, somebody better be calling me, telling me you dead. The sheriff or the police better come call and tell me you dead. You were in a car wreck. You were randomly shot. A piano fell off the building and hit you in the head. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because that is what I am not going to do, is put up with some foolishness to where a man decides he wants to start staying out all night, not coming home. That's something I'm not going to put up with anybody. I don't care if I carry your last name or not. Because you see, what you need to understand is the queen had her own name before she got with you. And your name ain't on my birth certificate. Quit playing. You see, how you start is how you finish. You start out with somebody talking nasty to you, talking down to you, cheating on you, stealing from you, disrespecting you. That's how it's going to end. Why would it be any different? You see, because it's what you allow. It's what you allow. And I'm not going to be in a relationship with nobody disrespecting me. I'm going to come out the gate and tell you how I feel. If you feel like you cannot oblige the queen to do right by me, then that's fine. Then I'm going to give you what you want, and that is your freedom. You will not be able to barter with me and say, well, I'm going to make it up to you. I'm sorry, and all that kind of crazy stuff. Well, that sounds good. This is a rough life being a woman, I must say. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. This is hard. That's why I said I feel sorry for young women too. I really do. I feel sorry for young women trying to date in court. I really feel sorry. Well, that's all Tina Turner asked him for, Ike Turner. If you ever watched the movie, Tina told the judge, that's all I want. That's all I want is my name. And that's the name that Ike gave her, because we already know that is not her government name. But she told the judge, I don't want nothing. I don't want no money. I don't want no payments. I don't want the royalties from the music we made together. All I want is the name Tina Turner. And the judge granted it to her. By anime. Shut your mouth. What you talking about, Willis? And look how that queen came up with What's Love Got to Do with It. 44 years of age. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for joining me. That queen came up at 44. 1984. Because I was 13 years old. That What's Love Got to Do with It. That was it, baby. Do you like ensemble stars? What you mean, baby? Now, I think Tina Turner has not been in the best care lately. I mean, health. She's not been in the best of health. I really hated to hear that about a year or so ago. Queen, she was going downhill there. So I'm praying she's holding on. Music. I like music. Soda is very cool. Soda, who are you? That's a very interesting username. Lord have mercy. 2 hours and 27 minutes in. Y'all ain't jumping up here talking about too much or nothing. Y'all must like the queen talking about her love life, or her hopeless love life. That yeah, London B. Tina Turner has not been doing the best. I hadn't heard anything recently, but a year or so ago, she was going. I think she was having some. I want to say kidney trouble or something was going on with her. She was not doing the best, and I hate to hear that because I like old Queen. That's why she told people she was not going to be performing anymore. She done all the performance she gonna do. She gonna live happily ever after with that man, that husband, and that's that. She's just gonna live. Thank you, Nitra. I appreciate that. I hope you all are enjoying this chat about the Queen's non-existent love life. She said we all listen to the rant. Okay, Curl and Game of Damn. Yeah, it's the rant. It sure is. Queen tired. Do you like Love, Live, Love, Live? I don't know what that is, baby. But I tell you something I watched tonight. Have y'all been watching the OWN network? What is it? Last Resort. That show with the people trying to find love there in Houston. Woo, that's a mess. Some hot mess. I like them little reality shows. I watched that Love After Lockup. I've been cussing the TV out watching that today, the latest episode. And that other one, I hope I will, Carolyn. I hope I will. Oh yeah, that OWN network got some good reality shows about that love. That's why I can't think of the name. Dang. Got Tommy Miles hosting the show. Oh, you don't have you watch it on YouTube. If you all do not have cable, tune into YouTube and hit the magnifying glass and watch. Look for your shows that you like and see if it has been uploaded by the network or a separate person to YouTube. What's the problem? Moonstone? I don't know. Moonstone, we all tainted. We all got ways about ourselves. We all are different. And it's going to be hard sometimes to mesh with people. Because sometimes you can have a physical attraction with somebody. But, it's just, it's just rough. Because the one problem is trying to get somebody who's actually genuine about wanting a mate. See, that's first and foremost. If a person is not really wanting to be with you or offer you anything, well, you see, you got a problem right there. Now you got to count my ways, his ways, how we live, how we think, religion, finances. If they live over here, if they live over across town, out of town, you got to think about all that kind of stuff. And I tell people about that dating. A lot of times we as people do not think of things that's important, such as finances, family dynamics, if they have school-age children, teenagers, do they have family members that are needy? Y'all got to think about that. Do they have sick parents? What would happen if a parent got sick? Are you willing to take in a family member that's sick, lost their job, lost their home, giving family members money? See, nobody thinks about none of that stuff when you're dating or even when you're married. Religion. Is he a Christian, non-Christian? If you're a Christian, if you're a Jew, all that kind of stuff. You got to think about all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, I can't think of the name because it's on the tip of my tongue. It's a love show. That's all I can say. I can't think of the name right now. But it's a show about Black Americans trying to find love. And the one is Last Resort. It's filmed in Houston. And they got a group of people, men and women, and they're just knocking them off one after the other. The guys get to choose a girl to knock off. Then next week, the girls get to choose a guy to knock off. Pretty Babe Elephant, yes. There's too many players out here. Yes, and you see, I've seen some with the white men. They look, they cutthroat too now. They lie too. Hey, men are men. That's why you got the Oxygen Network and the ID channel. Do I need to explain? Dateline, do I need to explain? Okay. You don't know nobody out here. I always tell people, go ask them dead folks in the cemetery. They could tell you if they could talk. You don't know nobody out here. Oh, London B said, okay, if your mama got sick. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Those things you got to talk about. When you're dating somebody and when you're married, how do you feel about if somebody gets sick, somebody loses their job, somebody loses their home? She said, I don't play about my mommy. Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. I want y'all to check out Love Fraud. I've been trying to get them other episodes uploaded off for YouTube. For some reason, Showtime don't want to give up them episodes. Oh yeah, we got some women players too. Well, you probably got a lot of women who probably were raised cold hearted, or they've been mistreated by men so much they feel like all I'm gonna do is use them and get whatever I can get. Somebody to pay my bills, give me money. I'm really not gonna be invested in him mentally. And there are some women like that. I mean, like they say, it takes all kinds. Some women are like that. All they want is the money, honey, the trips, honey. Oh, Showtime, yeah. Showtime's had some good shows over the years, and HBO. I like both the networks. They make some very good TV series because I'm a fan of TV series. I love a good TV series. But that Love Fraud has about 4 episodes or so. And a matter of fact, I think it's on Showtime. And it's about a white man, going around here scheming women out their money. Can assign you? Soda, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not trying to get assigned to nothing. Assign me a man. You want to assign me something. Don't start no foolishness over here. I got enough going on. Assign me a nice gentleman. As they say, a gentleman caller. A gentleman suitor. Queen trying to get a husband. I ain't gonna talk about no music or none of that. Queen want a nice guy she can go out with and have a great time and get to know. That's what I'm wanting right now. My younger cousin, she's so funny. She said, okay, so you gonna make me be not so nice on here. You might want to talk to some of the people in the chat about the queen. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I got a younger cousin. Ooh, she's something. She said, "Honey, just do you," like I told my mama. Now her mama's about 6, 7 years older than me, and she said, "I told my mama, don't worry about this. Do what you want. Do you." I said, "Well, baby, when you say do me, what you saying? Just have flings with me or what? What you saying? Because how long can I keep doing that? Just have a fling. You understand what I'm saying? You know, because we know in the end, I'm not gonna benefit. The queen don't play, sir. I don't know who the soda person is. I don't know what they're trying to say, what they're not trying to say. But the queen don't care because I don't have time for no foolishness. I didn't get on here for all that. Anyway, next subject. 2 hours and 35 minutes in. The queen has talked about dating. The queen has talked about bisexuality on this live this evening. If there's anything else you all like to talk about before I top the hour out at 3, I don't like doing these long lives because I want different people to, watch the channel, subscribers, and people who just view the channel. And, when you start going over 30 minutes, that's a long time to, oh, God. I'm going to be quiet before I get ignorant. Anyway, what else would you all like to talk about before I check out of here? I need to make me some dinner. I got to quit eating late. I ain't going to never lose no weight. Well, that's okay, because you know what? How about that? London B, I may come on tomorrow. I may come on. The troll gone. Bye, Tito, or Felicia, or Karen, or whomever the hell you are. We ain't got time for that. Anybody but steal my joy today. God has been good to a queen and favor the queen today, honey. I'm not letting the devil steal nothing today. I, I don't have time for it. Thank you, Nitra. I appreciate it. Well, you guys, I'm just sitting here thinking it's a lonely Saturday night. This is the night when most people are going out doing things. You know what I'm saying? You're going out with your friends, places, out having drinks, dinner, the movies, different things people do, on Saturday nights, Friday nights. And this is the time to be out doing things, listening to music or whatever. Oh, Nietzsche said it's my downtime. And see, that's why I wanted to get on early tonight because I wanted to, eat my little dinner, shower, have my little drink or whatever, and watch television. Find me something good to watch on Netflix or something like that. So I didn't want to be on here late night talking to you guys because I know as the hour gets into the witching hour, people tend to get sleepy and they start falling off uh, YouTube, depending on my viewers because I don't really keep a lot of viewers in these lives since I've been on a week now doing these live. I've been up at maybe 20 some people, but not a whole lot of people. Now I wish I could get to the point where I got 500 people watching, listening to the Queen, but at some point they'll probably get tired of hearing about this Datesite mess. Yes, Nitra, I'm a night owl as well. That's why I got these bags under my eyes, honey. Queen, just stay up. I'm like a little kid at Christmas. I cannot get myself in the bed at a decent hour. I just got to sit up and watch TV till the TV watches me. That's what happened this morning. TV was watching me. I said, let me get my big butt up and get in my bed. Honey, I crawled in that bed, honey. When I say you talk about hibernation, Queen was gone. Queen was gone. Do you hear me? Okay, so before I check out of here, what I want to ask you guys is, what do you think about the country closing down? Because as I said to you earlier in the chat, California is shutting down as of 11:59 p.m. Sunday night. 11:59 p.m. So, what do you all think? Yes, Nitra. About the country shutting down once again. And it has also been stated in an article I saw with Biden saying we need a relief right now and next month, going into the new year. Yes, Nitra, yes. California is shutting down because they have an uptick of COVID viruses in the valley. So people are getting sick. And as I also stated in this live tonight, the state of Tennessee, the governor of Tennessee has issued the National Guard to be dispersed to area hospitals and clinics to help with the aid of testing and medical help of COVID. If they are certified medically as a nurse, then they are sending them out to area hospitals and clinics to help. Well, see, Nitra, that is the problem. Oh, pretty baby elephant, where are you? Where are you right now? Where are you located, baby? This is sad because I was sensing this was coming along. This was going to come on. Ohio. Okay. I was sensing this was going to come back because they had mentioned this probably 2 months ago that we might be shutting back down because of the COVID uptick. Many places have a high rise in COVID cases and deaths. Tennessee is one of those states because the issue we're having is that rural counties, their government officials have not mandated them wearing masks. So you'll have a small city or town not wearing masks, and then the little outskirt areas in the county, those government officials have not issued the people to wear masks. Oh, you're in Mississippi. Well, and that's the problem. Is that if the government officials, the mayor, whomever, is telling the people in their city and towns not to wear the mask, so now you're going around with a mask, coughing and hacking over people, and then you're going over here to the next county, the next city, then you hopping on an airplane, then you going to stay over here in a hotel. You understand what I'm saying? You're passing them germs around.
And that's why the places out west now have a high uptick of COVID because people have come through the town to deliver packages, FedEx, Amazon, all of that, and they didn't have no COVID cases. Now they got a high case of COVID because people have been lax in their behavior, not wearing a mask in the small towns, and then people naturally are coming in town to visit, go back out, and they're carrying in germs. That's why they want you to wash your hands thoroughly. Well, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. And then with the fact that people were going back to church because church opened up in certain states, people going into bars and restaurants. Naturally, I'm guilty. I have been eating out. I wore the mask going into business, but naturally I can't eat with the mask on. So the past couple months I was going out with somebody eating out a lot. And that's just common sense. You don't know the hygiene of people, period, before COVID. That's why we're sick now because people are just nasty. And as I've told somebody the other day, China been wearing masks. So you all should have known something was wrong in China a long time ago. Some people been wearing masks. London, okay, you go there. Okay. But see, the thing is, people are nasty, people are not clean. But hey, how about this? And then I'm going to check out of here. Hawaii, an article I just read, I posted it to Facebook. A couple and the children boarded a flight out of San Francisco into an island in Hawaii. When they got off the airplane, they were arrested. The mother and the father, they have bonded out. And now the state is in their business. Rightfully so. Oh, wow. Nitra. Okay, Nitra. Wow. Memphis. And I got family in Memphis. That's where my mother's from. But my mother's people are from Memphis, Tennessee. Um, Hawaii arrested a couple, got off an airplane from San Francisco. But where I have the problem with this is how did you get the information that they had COVID? Because they tested positive for COVID and boarded a plane in San Francisco, flew to the island in Hawaii and got arrested once they got off the airplane in Hawaii. Why the hell San Francisco didn't tell them to go back out the airport? Why would you let them board the flight, risk the other passengers in the airport and the plane and the passengers on the plane? They get off in Hawaii and get arrested. This is stupid to me. San Francisco, you need your tail beat because you were wrong to let them people get on the plane. So what I'm trying to figure out is they told you they had COVID and yet you let them board the flight? You let them board the flights. Does that make any type of damn sense? Okay. Nothing that goes on in this country makes any sense. Oh, it's an all black affair? Okay. So they're saying that if you have a function, it's to have it outside. But you see, the rest of America is cold right now. So it's going to be kind of hard to have an outdoor event in the cold. Well, Nitra, I'm sure they've notified all the people that boarded that San Francisco flight to Hawaii that they need to go get a COVID test. Well, there's an uptick of COVID here in the Knoxville, Tennessee area and outside of the Knoxville, Tennessee area in the smaller counties. There's an uptick. There are people who are sick. There are people who have died from COVID. It is real. Whether you choose to believe in COVID, it is your choice, but you do not have the right to infect others and you knowingly have COVID and you're walking around still patronizing places and you have not quarantined for 14 days, you need to have your tail inside and have your tail whipped for going out. Well, a lot of people are not allowing people to wear masks in certain places. That's what I'm saying. Certain small towns and cities are still letting people come into mom and pop stores and shops without the mask. Now, when you go into bigger chain stores, such as, Burlington, places like that, they're going to have somebody stand at the door telling you, mask, pull up over your nose, because I have a habit of not wearing mine up above the nose because I wear glasses. So my glasses fog up and I've got to make myself put the mask up under the glasses so they don't fog up. I am over this, I'm telling you. Right, I heard that. 14 days and 7 days according to the CDC. Yes, Nitra, I did read that. 7 to 10 days is the new guideline for COVID quarantine. But is that accurate? I'm just saying. What is the truth pertaining to COVID-19? Or shall we say COVID-21? Right. You don't know. COVID don't know itself. COVID has mutated into different viruses. The origin from most COVID cases in America comes from Europe, not of Oriental descent, for those who don't keep up with the news. So, therefore, that virus left China and went abroad to the UK, Europe, and mutated over there. And then that virus jumped on the airplanes, trains, and has mutated to different viruses here in the States. And I don't really care where it came from. It's messed up. For 100 days, I can't see that. How in the world we gonna be shut down for 3 months and almost 2 weeks? That's 100 days. And you talking about somebody said to me recently about the stores closing where you couldn't buy no groceries. I said, how you gonna not buy groceries? You got to have the gas station open. You got to put gas in your car. You have to go to the doctor if you get sick. You have to go to the hospital if you get sick. Some people still have to work, so that means you got to still put gas in your car. All these trucks we drive, big rigs, the mail trucks, they require gasoline, petrol. We still have to eat. We still have to eat. Even if there are no restaurants open, we still have to have packaged food delivered to the grocery store. So that means we still have to eat. We still have to buy toilet paper, paper towels, disinfectant. You get my drift. So Lord have mercy on us if we have to go back to like we were in March. Folks won't make it. And then you have the issue of people being evicted out their apartments, people not being able to keep their homes and apartments, people foreclosing on their mortgages. It's going to be bad. And for those of you who do not know, we have a law in order stating you cannot be evicted out of your home or apartment until after December 31st, 2020. But if this new order comes where people are going to be shutting down in certain cities and towns and states, have mercy on anybody having to be moved or leave. Pay people to take the vaccine. Well, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that, but there are some places here in the Knoxville area. Food City is one of our grocery store chains, and they will be offering the vaccine for free. And I am possibly going to take it because I don't want to be sick, and I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon of conspiracy theories and a chip in the vaccine. Frankly, you do not know what's in the medicine you take from the pharmaceutical companies. You don't know what's in your blood pressure medicine, the steroids you get, your antibiotics. You take a chance every day you take medicine. You are trusting that the medicine that your doctor has provided for you or prescription for you is something that's going to aid in bettering your health. But in the end, you do not know what is in that capsule, that pill. That's just common sense. When you go to the hospital, you get an IV. You're praying that they're giving you the right dose of liquid in that IV. You get where I'm going. You do not know. Same thing with getting a shot for the measles, the mumps, the chicken pox, malaria. It's all the same. You're trusting that what is in that needle will aid you to sustain life. So you have to take a chance. I don't go into anything thinking negative when I take medicine, a vaccine, a flu shot. I'm praying that it is the spoken word. It is what it's supposed to be. And all I can do is pray that I don't have an adverse reaction or it will cause any type of problems to my body. That's life. Now, some of you may not want to take the vaccine. That is your choice. But you know, we are in dire times right now. And there's a chance that each one of us will catch COVID if we have not had it already. So that's something you need to think about. Do you want to risk the chance of getting it and not be a lucky one? Or do you want to go on and take it and see if it helps you so you don't catch COVID-19. It is up to you. I want to thank you all for joining me. God bless all of you. 31 thumbs up, 15 in the chat. You all are so kind and been so good to a queen. And I love all of you. I hope you're safe. Prayers for Miss Shirley Ball that's been in the chat. She is not well. Prayers for Tracy that's in the UK. I'm praying that she gets her COVID shot and gets her mouth repaired. She's having some issues with a polyp. I thank all of you for joining me. I want you to pray for my friend, Miss Mary in Virginia. She is not well. She's in the hospital. Praying for you, Miss Carmen. You have lost your father, who was a pastor, elder. Praying for him. Praying for you and your family. And Mr. Lloyd was a very nice, kind man, very mild mannered, and he will be deeply and sorely missed by people in the community. Prayers to your family, Carmen. Thank all of you. Thank you for joining me and watching. Prayers for the people who have lost their lives here recently in this area. I'm praying for your families and friends in the community. Praying for those who have COVID. Praying for those who have lost their lives to COVID. Praying for those who perished recently. The stories I brought to you recently. I will bring you an update to Brianna Johnson and Alexis Sharkey when I get to say information. I will bring you those updates to those stories. Prayers to the family of Mr. Planet of the Faith. I have not talked about him in the past couple of days. Prayers. We lost a YouTuber. Sad to see you go, sir. I want to thank all of you. You have been so kind. Prayers to Miss TG and her channel, and those who have kindly watched me, subscribed, liked, and shared. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Drop your comments below on this video. Please continue to tune in. Any other subject matter you want to discuss, please let me know, and I'll try to get the said information and the updates to those said stories. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. This has been a wonderful night with Saturday Night Vibes. Thank you so much on Everyday Shenanigans. Good night, London, Video Chimp, Pretty Baby, all my other great commenters. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. London B, Nitra, Carolyn, Pretty Baby Elephant. I want to thank all of you for joining me. God bless you. I'm just going through making sure I catch everybody who was on here. I had a lot of people that didn't come in. Video Chimp, thank you, Moonstone. You all have been so kind to a queen. I just want to thank all of you for joining me. God bless all of you. Have a wonderful night. Bye, London B. Thank you. Bye, Nitra. You all stay safe. I'll try to jump on tomorrow. Bye.